would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew you'd be the one to work while they all play. And you lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream.
He's alive! CM Punk is back! And a much-needed move for AEW as we head into Chicago for All Out. We are now on a collision course between Jon Moxley and CM Punk to unify the AEW World Heavyweight Championships. It's a beautiful thing, folks. It's a beautiful thing. They needed him in the worst way possible. That's not the only thing that happened tonight, man. Jericho and Moxley killed it tonight, man. That was an incredible performance by both guys, man. I loved it. We got the Trios tournament announced. The brackets have been announced. Several teams missing. But I'm going to tell you who I think is going to show up in this thing. And we're going to tell you who is going to win the Trios Championships in AEW. Plus, we got your AEW news and rumors, ladies and gentlemen. We got an action-packed show. As I'm taking the Mustang to the OTS Beer Garden. But before I park this beauty in the parking lot, man, I got one very important question for you. One very, very important question. Does Jesse's Taco suck? No, that's not the question. What the fuck are you drinking? Yes, his tacos do suck. I'll see you over there.
AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for August 10th, 2022. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me and Jesse on your Wednesday evenings, wherever you may be. Man, oh man, Jesse, what's going on, bro?
Not much, bro. How you feel, man?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling about that CM Punk return tonight?
Man, business about to pick up, right?
Business is
That opens up that opens up a whole lot, man.
Yes, it opens up a whole lot. They needed this badly.
Yeah. Big time.
They needed this badly in the worst way possible. I mean, with all the injuries, this is exactly what they needed to have happen.
Yes, this is one of the many weapons that they have that can come back and turn the creative tides that they need. So this is fantastic news.
Yeah, we're going to go over this big thing that happened tonight, guys. Obviously, if you watch Dynamite tonight, CM Punk has returned. Everybody was wishing this guy's demise. Everybody was wishing AEW was canceled. AEW is going to get canceled off TBS. All this hideous shit. And yes, Jesse and I can admit that the shows the last 2 weeks have been great. Don't get me wrong. The last 2 weeks have been great. Tonight was awesome. But AEW, most of this summer, and it's very tough to duplicate what they did last summer. I don't think they'll ever be as hot as they were last summer because of everything just kind of coming one after the other with Cole and Bryan and Punk, and then you got All Out in his first match, and then you got Grand Slam. Clearly, Jesse, there was a lull or a down period in the product, and obviously that has a lot to do with the injuries, and I'm pretty confident, I know you're pretty confident, that Tony Khan had a lot of plans. He had a bunch of plans on the table for this summer to really make it as memorable as he possibly could. And then all those injuries happened. And now Punk walks back onto television. Adam Cole, we don't know what's happening with him. Bryan is back, and Miro is back. And there's a lot of guys. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are back. Kenny Omega's on his way back. We're getting the band back together here. Dynamite's going to be at full strength. And when Tony Khan is at full strength, bro, I don't think people should really take him lightly. I think he's done more than enough to show everybody that when he's on, he's fucking on, and not really to discredit him at any moment, because the man could really wave his magic wand and everybody's going to be sucking his dick. So this is exactly what I feel is going to happen. AEW is going to have this new renaissance this summer, man, and we're back at full strength sooner rather than later.
Yeah, man. It's it did kind of feel like, I remember when the injury bug first hit, and then we were all, along the lines of, don't worry about it. The roster is deep, we can weather the storm. And that still would have been true, except there's been a complete, 180 resurgence, with WWE, which kind of put the pressure behind TK a little bit to kind of amp it up. Whether he wants to admit it or not, or anybody else wants to admit it or not, everybody can see that the buzz around town is WWE. So,
by the way, Jesse has watched Monday Night Raw for now 2 consecutive weeks, as is SmackDown as well.
I've watched every WWE show since Vince McMahon announced his retirement, except NXT. I'm still not watching that garbage. I'm still not watching that garbage, bro.
I don't believe it, man.
It's still garbage. I tuned in one night to see if it was going to change at all. When Triple H got promoted to head of creative, I turned to Raw immediately, and then right away, you can feel a change in the air. You can feel a sense of things were different right away. I turned to NXT like the first 20 minutes. No, man, nothing's changed. I turned that shit off.
Shut up. But yes, Tony Khan obviously is aware of what's going on with Triple H and WWE. This is in the back of his mind. He's not going to let that get to him, bro. He's not going to let that, overtake him and what he's got to do with AEW.
Right. He's got the weapons to do this battle. And I say battle because, it is, to me at least, it's a friendly competition of battle for the interest of the fans, which is healthy. Which is healthy because the fans win that. So if he sees WWE getting some interesting storylines and matches going on, then me as a promoter, I want to, show them what I can do. And they have the weapons. They can do it. He has to bring them all back. That's all.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And this is the first step with CM Punk coming back. So obviously, Jesse, this now opens up the line of communication for everybody to start talking now, as we are 4 weeks away, less than 4 weeks away from All Out in Chicago. So the main event, if Punk is back on TV tonight, I'm assuming he'll be on Dynamite next week. And he'll give us the update and the whole rigmarole on why he's back. And, the World Championship, they obviously met face-to-face tonight. Jon Moxley, the interim AEW World Champion, against CM Punk, the real World Champion. We're going to have a unification match at All Out. This is exactly what everybody has been discussing. even in the absence of CM Punk. Obviously, the burning question on everybody's mind is, Jesse, is what happens when CM Punk inevitably wins the World Championship and vanquishes Jon Moxley, who has been an incredible interim world champion. If you want to look at an MVP for AEW this year, my vote goes to Jon Moxley. And a close second is Dax Harwood, but Jon Moxley's the MVP.
Yes. Absolutely, man. I mean, the guy is everything you need him to be when you need him to be it. And the guy took fucking 3 months off to better himself and still at the top of his game. So kudos to that guy, man.
So what happens at All Out, bro? We getting CM Punk or we getting Jon Moxley? I know you were discussing with me the possibility of Jon Moxley beating CM Punk. I don't think that really is in the cards, but you know, I found it to be quite interesting with what you were telling me. So why don't you open up the lines of communication here with the OTS VIPs here and say to them what you told me? Is it a possibility that Jon Moxley could win the championship at All Out if that's where we're going? And how does this possibly lead to MJF getting back to television?
I was thinking that Punk and Moxley go at it at All Out. And I was thinking that Punk loses to Moxley due to interference from MJF. And I got to that point because as I'm watching Punk come out tonight, it looked like he was favoring his foot a little bit. Just a little bit, just enough to make me look at it and think that he might not be 100%. He's probably close enough to come back and start building for All Out, go to All Out. And then maybe we get MJF to come back and re-injure the foot. And then we get Punk and MJF and Moxley becomes the undisputed champion. They go a different direction. And then while Mox is champion and when MJF is done with Punk, I was thinking MJF versus Punk for the world title. And that's when the title would change from Moxley to MJF.
Now, I thought the whole thing was MJF beating CM Punk for the world title. I mean, is that really needed? Now that you're mentioning this to me, it sounds like it may not be needed, but I think that was really stuck in everybody's mind. Oh, MJF needs to be the world champion, and he needs to beat CM Punk to become the world champion. But the way I look at it, Jesse, and the way you're describing it to me, it's not necessarily a bad idea. I just don't think that Tony Khan is going to cut CM Punk's title reign short with this injury that just happened and him drop the title as soon as he gets back. That's the only thing that's really hesitating me on going there and agreeing with you. But the one catalyst here that may really prove that to be a good idea is the fact that they are both WWE guys. So no matter how you do it, no matter which way you do it, MJF would still have to vanquish the very thing that he was blaming Tony Khan for when he cut that pipe bomb promo. All the WWE guys that are coming in here making all this types of money and you're fucking blackballing me and you're not giving me the money that I want. These two guys, if he slays these two guys, I mean, that's him conquering the fucking mountain.
Yeah, that's the bigger story with MJF right now. I don't think it's necessarily beating Punk. I don't think it's necessarily beating Punk for the title. The biggest thing with MJF as he left was Tony Khan. So his issue was with the boss and his hand-picked chosen boys, and all this other shit. So yeah, you make a good point. MJF beating Moxley will be just as redeeming as him beating Punk as far as his issue with Tony Khan.
Yeah. So it's going to be a very interesting situation, but the big thing tonight, guys, and I kind of felt it in my bones. I felt it when CM Punk was in front of a live audience at the C2E2 comic book convention in Chicago. There was a lot of people saying that they saw him hobbling around worse than they've ever seen since he injured the foot, and he was icing it. And yes, obviously he's got a broken foot. He's going to ice his foot every couple of minutes or so while he was sitting on that AEW panel. I looked at it as, yes, it could possibly be that, but that's what Punk wants you to think. Punk is a master manipulator. Punk wants you to think the worst. Punk wants you to fucking just think nothing about him coming back, and I think he absolutely took some of that and had a little fun with it at C2E2, and he came out looking great tonight. He looks in great shape. He was jumping around in there. He was jumping on one foot, showing everybody that the foot is all right. And I'm excited about this match, Jesse. If this is where they're going and we get it confirmed next week, with a Punk appearance. I'm excited about this because the history of Punk and Moxley dates back to the absolute beginning of the Shield making their WWE TV debut. So I'm excited about the dialogue that we're going to get here, man. The dialogue between an uncut Moxley and an uncut Punk, that shit that I'm fucking signing my name up for, bro, instantly.
Yeah, it's gonna be some interesting shit, man. I can't wait to see what they worked us so hard with this feud. I'm really interested to see what they do when they come back, because it doesn't feel like it's gonna be anything linear or something that we would expect. I mean, everything about this whole issue is just unorthodox. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this shit when it's all said and done, though.
No, so that's where we're going, guys. All Out, possible Jon Moxley and CM Punk world title match. He is back tonight. He has returned officially, and this is an absolute. I don't want to use the term game changer because everybody usually throws that around very willingly. This is an absolute game changer because of the dire straits that AEW is in with all the injuries that were mounting up week after week after week. So he's back. Their biggest piece is back, and things hopefully will be righted, and this ship gets back on course with AEW and Tony Khan leading the charge. But the other big thing that happened tonight, Jesse, is we finally got a bracket. We finally got a bracket for the 8 teams that are in the Trios Championship tournament. And they announced it tonight with the first match taking place next week. It will be Andrade El Idolo and Dragon Lee with his brother Rush going up against the Young Bucks and a partner to be named later. Now, obviously, everybody is thinking it will be Kenny Omega. I want to get your thoughts on this, but let me go through the rest of the brackets. The other bracket, the winner of that match will go on and wrestle the winner of Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. I was surprised to see Will Ospreay and the Aussie Open in this tournament, which obviously will add fuel to the fire of Kenny Omega being the Young Bucks, tag team partner next week against Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush, which I would love to see Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay in a ring, just period, in general. So that may be the way that they go about that. The other side of the bracket is the House of Black versus the Dark Order. It will not be Adam Page in the Dark Order. It will just be the Dark Order. We don't know which formulation of the Dark Order it will be, but it will be the Dark Order with no Adam Page. And then we got the Best Friends against the Trust Busters. This will be Slim J and Parker Boudreaux and Aria Daivari, or now Ari Daivari. So that is the head scratcher there, but I heard that Tony Khan is big on the Trust Busters. But Jesse, let's start with the left side here. Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush against the Young Bucks. And is this going to be Kenny Omega, bro, or is this going to be, I heard a lot of Kota Ibushi thrown around out there, bro, today. Is it going to be someone that we're not thinking, or is it going to be the obvious?
So here's my issue. I've been trying to fantasy book this company to start these trios titles for months.
Yes.
And every time I fucking mention it, the only thing anyone has to say is, oh, well, TK's holding off the tournament till Kenny Omega gets back.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the rumor, yes.
Right. So now we're here. The Bucks have a mystery fucking partner. And now the big question is, who's it gonna be? And we don't know who it's gonna be. And is it gonna be Kenny Omega? Then what the fuck are we waiting for?
Bro, the thing is, is it that blatantly obvious, bro? Is this a Punk in Chicago at the United Center obvious, bro?
Bro, if
you would
Kenny
think that
Omega,
he would just come out and that music would hit, bro, and he would come out. But is it going to be that obvious that they're leaving it? Yeah, the Young Bucks in question mark against Andrade, Rush, and Dragon Lee.
It does seem a little bit, overly obvious, and the obvious sleight of hand. But if it's not Omega, then again, what the fuck are we doing waiting for these trios titles, man?
I don't.
What the? What
listen,
was the
bro.
point?
Listen, man. It is a valid question. So clearly, either Meltzer's going to be right or he's going to be completely wrong. But the major storyline here, is, I'm going to throw this out there. The X Factor. There's a lot of teams not in this tournament. Blackpool Combat Club's not in this tournament. The JAS is not in this tournament. The Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish pairing are not in this tournament, which makes me think that they fucked things up for the Young Bucks and whoever their tag team partner is. I don't see them winning next week. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. It either has to be Kenny Omega or I'm gonna be sitting here shrugging my shoulders like, what the fuck were we waiting on? If Kenny Omega has nothing to do with this tournament, why did we wait this fucking long?
I
We
don't know.
even came up with another fucking title that no one needs or cares about in the meantime.
Bro, you want to know
Just
how
to-
much of a prick Tony Khan is, bro? Look at this fucking master prick, bro. He puts Will Ospreay and the Aussie Open in the tournament, and the Young Bucks and whoever their tag team partner is next week may not even advance to the second round.
And
everybody's waiting for a Will Ospreay Kenny Omega showdown after the fucking shit that they're going through on social media.
Bro, we could have been knee deep into this fucking trios tournament while we were waiting for all these big names to come back if Kenny Omega was not going to be involved in this fucking tournament.
Yes, I understand that.
So to me, it's just Kenny. It just has to be Kenny. It has to be fucking Kenny.
Okay, it has to be Kenny Omega. All right, I'm going with Kenny Omega too. It's just way too obvious for that to be, and it's way too obvious that Adam Cole and his boys are not in this tournament, which makes me believe they're not going to sit in catering and just fucking enjoy the fine foods of AEW backstage next week. They're going to be out there with a sole priority, and that's making sure the Young Bucks do not advance to the second round. I'm going with Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with the upset victory here, and Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish are going to cost them the match next week. Death Triangle, Will Ospreay, and Aussie Open. I'm going with Death Triangle, bro. I'm going with Death Triangle because there was a Tornado Tag Team match tonight, which was great, and the Lucha Brothers lost to Andrade and Rush. I honestly think Death Triangle will go to the second round against Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush. We'll get that trios match. And I think they'll get their win back there. And I think they go all the way to the finals, to be quite honest with you.
The trios division is made for a group like this. Man.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about it even when Andrade was in the beginnings of his AEW run. We were like, well, where's Rush? Get these guys together. We mentioned that way back in the day. Now here it is. So now I'm not backing off on that. I mean, like Jesse said, a trios championships is tailor-made for these three guys right here.
Yeah, it is. These guys like this, these guys who all excelled in places like Lucha Underground where they had trios, titles, and everything else. I mean, they know how to work the style and all this other shit, man. They're made for these for teams like this, the Lucha Brothers, all this shit. Lucha Brothers will be fucking trios champions with someone at some point down the road. So,
yes.
I mean, it's a guarantee. And they have so many trios teams they can move in and out. The thing I like about it, I think I mentioned this before, with the trios titles, they have so many different legitimate trios teams that the trios titles themselves can move from the main event to the mid card depending on who's holding them throughout the course of a year. So that's fantastic, man. It's not like the IC title or the US title, or the mid card title where it's staged right there. If I got Kenny and the Bucks as trios titles, that can main event shows.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean it's stuck on them. I wouldn't mind seeing the Dark Order using the trios titles and using, Freebird rules and shit like that and using them on the mid card level for teams like that. That'd be fucking great too. So I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Yeah, I agree totally. And I'm going with Death Triangle to go to the finals here. I think it will be a rematch between Andrade, Dragon Lee, Rush, and Death Triangle. I think Death Triangle is going to the finals, which will take place at All Out. On the other side, it's a little lacking compared to the side that we just talked about. House of Black will go against the Dark Order. I think House of Black is definitely going to go and advance to the semifinals. Then we got the Trustbusters and Best Friends. I'm going with the Best Friends there. I don't think the Trustbusters are going to be moving on. I think they're just there to get some main roster exposure, or I should say Dynamite exposure, some A-show exposure here with Parker Boudreaux and Ari Daivari. And then we got the House of Black. I think it will end up being Death Triangle against House of Black. And I honestly think House of Black is going to be because I would put it on a heel faction. Yeah. That's just me. I'm going with House of Black to win the Trios Championships at All Out.
Yeah. There's no wrong pick right there, man.
No.
House of Black, hold on to those fucking trios titles, coming out and owning that shit every week.
Yes.
Is money. That is just money, dude. Again, they have so many different things they can do with it. I'm really fucking excited to see which way they go with it, see how they handle it, see how it's booked. I'll be confused if Kenny Omega is not involved in it. what the fuck ever. You know what else I think? I think they're leaving Hangman with the Dark Order with this tournament to give Dark Order credibility in the tournament.
Yes, absolutely.
So a team with Hangman, with Evil Uno and Johnny Hungy is fucking trios material, man.
Yeah.
So leaving Hangman with the Dark Order gives them instant credibility to win.
Yeah, and it definitely opens up some future potential matches there with Adam Page and maybe a Malachi or an Adam Page versus Brody King. So, yes, I absolutely agree. He is out there strictly to give that match a little bit more of an important feel, because I know a lot of people would probably look at that and write off the Dark Order immediately. You're not going to write the Dark Order off if Adam Page is standing in their corner. So
nope,
I think that is a great move there. Good call on that, Jesse, and good observation. But the House of Black, man, the reason I'm saying over, listen, you could give this to Death Triangle. You could give this to the Young Bucks and whoever their partner is going to be. You could give it to Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush. House of Black. I could even see the Best Friends holding the championship at some point. But the House of Black, they have absolutely been on fire the last month or so, month and a half. They have hit a beautiful stride. It would be an absolutely terrible creative decision, in my honest opinion, to not give them the championships. Them holding the championships and them establishing those championships opens up matches with the Blackpool Combat Club somewhere down the line. It opens up matches against Sting, Darby Allin, and Miro down the line, because that's the storyline right now. Obviously, Death Triangle, Andrade, Dragon Lee, Rush. There's so many teams that you could put against the House of Black. They are the absolute, to me, number one team to win this tournament. I'm not even stuttering when I say that. They need to be the tag team champions at the end of this thing. I'm
with you on that one, man. The House of Black, I remember when they started this off, and we were not too happy on the way they were treated.
No.
House of Black looks good.
Yes.
They look good. They have Julia Hart with them. They're using her very sparingly in the right moments. They look dominant. Brody King lost to Darby Allin, and he still looks like a goddamn rock star coming out of that feud. He beat the shit out of Darby every time he could think about it.
Yes.
At his fucking house, at his public signings, he don't give a shit. He beat the shit out of Darby So as far as I'm concerned, the loss he took tonight, he deserves it. Darby couldn't take a piss without getting his ass kicked from Brody, man. I mean, he looks like a fucking killer, and Malachi is there. I mean, they look good. They look good. I'm very, very happy with the turnaround with the House of Black.
I think everybody is. I think it's a long time coming, and I'm just glad that all three of them are finally hitting their stride. Buddy Matthews has been out for a long time, so I'm glad he's back now and hopefully healthy. So just in time for this tournament, which is a great thing. Those are the two big things that happened tonight. And I want to keep the momentum going here, Jesse. Quickly, guys, I just want to say thank you for joining us. We got 2,400 people in here. Thank you so very much for joining us on your Wednesday night. Please hit that thumbs up. I need 1,000 likes minimum tonight on OTS. Super chats are open. Get them on in, and we'll hang out with our cold beverages at the end of the show. Go check out all the other content on the channel. Tremendous Monday Night Raw post show on Monday, talking about a variety of things in the second week under Triple H. Go check that out. There was an NXT post show last night. There was an extra yesterday, and more coming this week. So make sure you guys go check that out. And there is actually, I just checked today, guys, a YouTube discount. If everybody wants to go and become a VIP, guys, because I didn't do this myself. I just found this out today, earlier in the afternoon. If you guys want to sign up to the VIP club and become a channel member, right now it is 50% off. So normally it's $4.99. It is now $2.49. Go and hit up the VIP section, hit the join button, and become a VIP. I don't know how long that's going to last. This is an automated YouTube thing. So if you guys have been thinking about becoming a member, your first month will be half off if you sign up today. So go and take advantage of that.
Is that everybody?
That is everybody. That is
awesome.
Everybody. Apparently, it's across all YouTube if you are eligible for channel memberships.
Follow me.
Jesse, do you have channel memberships too?
Oh, please. Yes, absolutely.
All right, go and do it, Jesse, too. You could get 2 for 1.
There you go.
You could get 2 for 1. What it would be for me normally, you could get 2 for 1. So go hit me up and go hit Jesse up. There you go.
Awesome.
All right, Jesse, I want to keep the ball rolling here. We were talking about House of Black very highly. I can't wait to see them at the HOG show, Terminal 5, high intensity in just a couple of weeks. I'll have the pleasure of being on the call with the Solid Monster, Brody King versus Jacob Fatu, Malachi Black versus the Amazing Red. So it's going to be awesome. Buddy Matthews is also going to be wrestling Brian XL, who runs House of Glory. Going to be a tremendous show, so they'll all be in action. But there was a scary story that actually came out in regards to Malachi Black. He actually revealed this on his TikTok account. He recently recovered from a back injury that he believed would be a career-ending injury. So he says this, and I quote, "Till about 3 months ago, I was dealing with a back injury. I was convinced that it was going to force me into retirement. But after a literal year of treatment that went from working to complete failure on several occasions, we all of a sudden hit the correct vertebrae during a dry needling session and everything released. From there, we were able to rehab and strengthen." And I believe that some of these things may be on his social media somewhere. However, this allowed me now a few months later to slowly move back into deadlifting and a few more compound moves. End quote. Jesse, for all the bullshit that we have given, as a community, oh, Tony Khan's not using Malachi and all this other shit. We were guilty of it as well because we don't really know what people are dealing with, when they may be dealing with it. But yeah,
I'll pause you right there. I never complained that TK wasn't using Malachi. My complaint was the way he was being used when he was being used.
Yes. The most of the community, I mean, you know how they get into these tangents.
Yeah.
They're even creating narratives now that Triple H is back, and Andrade and Miro are liking tweets about potentially being used better in WWE. I'm sure you heard the stories.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. But this man was on the verge of retirement, and he just let this be known to the public now. And now he's back, and I'm glad he's back and healthy. But again, Jesse, like I said, you don't know what these guys are going through until they come out and say something like this, and then they make everybody look like a fucking idiot, But yes, it was about the way that they were being booked. They weren't being booked correctly. Now they're being booked as a dominant trio, and I'm just glad he's back, man. He's a main event guy, and I hope to see him there someday, and I'm glad he's healthy.
Well, I mean, for someone like Tony Khan and the way he operates, here's what I suggest to him, because this is the same thing that other professional organizations do. The NFL do this. When you have a legitimate injury, an actual legitimate injury, dish out to the media outlets and injury reports. I mean, it happens everywhere else, or why not? You can keep your kayfabe and all of that stuff, but to those who would like to receive certain info or things like that, or to certain outlets that maybe AEW would be comfortable releasing said info to a SAPS, to a Meltzer, to whoever the fucks, release an internal injury sheet. So, hey, maybe you want people to know, why isn't he using Malachi Black? Well, actually, he's dealing with a back injury. Now, I know we get info about injuries, most of the time, but a lot of the times they keep it straight undercover. And it does make fans at ease, uneasy and things like that. Not saying that he has to keep us informed about these things, but if, like I said, Tony Khan is normally on the forefront of interacting with his fans, this might be an idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be a personal matter. Maybe those guys don't want the injuries and their personal matters to be out there in the public. But yeah, we get wind of it anyway, man. You're not going to keep anything secret now with the day and age that we're in with social media and the internet. But it definitely would play into a little bit more of the real sports-like presentation that AEW wants to go out there and present to us as far as what they're creating. Every team has a DL list, and everybody, you hear about, you're a White Sox guy. If someone goes down with an injury, there's a 15-day DL, 30-day DL, 60-day DL everywhere, man. Whether you watch MLB Network, ESPN, or if you watch the local broadcast there for the White Sox and the Cubs.
Yeah, and Tony Khan, he helps run the Jaguars. He has to submit, an active list every week before every game.
Yeah,
for the NFL, who's hurt, who's not, submit an injury list. I mean, he's used to things like that. I get it. This is kayfabe and everything else, but I mean, I'm not saying that this is the perfect way to do it. But I'm just wondering if there's a way along the lines of something like that. If that's something they would be interested in. I mean, because there's a lot of people wondering and asking questions. Oh, Tony Khan's not booking this right, not doing this right. I'm going to go watch Triple H instead. Well, slow down, man. Well, since you're so far in the know, then you should know that this guy's injured, this guy's injured, this guy's injured, but we'll see. We'll see. Fans are very impatient when it comes to things like that. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Yes. But we're glad that Malachi is okay. I didn't think it was... That's when I read that, but I'm glad he's back, and I'm very excited to see where the House of Black and this this whole Sting and Darby Allin dynamic continue to go. And then Miro obviously is throwing himself into that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we get into the coffin match, there's one more thing that I want to talk about. It was all over the news today. And Tony Khan actually debunked the rumor about AEW pay-per-views potentially getting a huge change in structure. There was a report, Jesse, that yes, thanks to Dustin Rhodes. I don't know why he said this or where he heard it from, but Dustin Rhodes, I would assume, has a lot of pull backstage, and he's definitely a part of the future of AEW because he obviously trains everybody and all the youngsters there. But apparently there was a report, if you guys didn't read this, that AEW would be going to 2-night pay-per-views. And Dustin Rhodes said this, and I quote, in regards to that, about the schedule, Rhodes said in relationship to whether or not AEW would be going to the UK, he talked about that. And then he talked about potential 2-day events. I think we're going to go 2-day events now for pay-per-views. I believe. I've heard that down the pike it will happen. It'll be a WrestleMania experience. You have 2 days of Double or Nothing or 2 days of All Out or Revolution, end quote. Tony Khan debunked this today, and he was on Busted Open Radio, and he said this, and I quote, I saw a report that we were talking about going to 2-day pay-per-views, and I was like, who said that? I looked, and it was Dustin. I love Dustin so much, and I was surprised that he said it because it's not something we seriously internally discussed, said Tony Khan on Busted Open Radio. I'm so fucking happy that that was the case, Jesse, because if they did or even internally talk about doing 2-day pay-per-views for all of their pay-per-views, it would really lend itself to be what I talk about all the time. You know, we need quality over quantity. We don't need quantity over quality. That's the old WWE administration. They would absolutely kill their pay-per-view structure and ruin the prestige and the must-see value of these pay-per-views and burn people out even more so than people are burned out now with the fucking 5-hour shows that we usually get on one of those pay-per-view weekends. I'm so fucking happy that's not the case. But if he wants to do one and give it a go as an experiment, I'm okay. As long as it's their biggest pay-per-view, which is either Double or Nothing or All Out, and I'm probably going to say All Out is their biggest show of the year. But 5 a year, bro, double nights, I think that would be a fucking terrible mistake.
Yeah, well, Inside the Ropes put out a story about it, and Dustin Rhodes, quote, tweeted it today and said, quote, not true, haven't heard shit, said it would be cool to do, please stop. And Inside the Ropes quickly deleted that tweet that they put up about it. He said it would be cool to do. He didn't say we would be doing it. And he said that, and then someone took it and turned it, and they got turned out of control and everything else.
This was panel footage from Fandom Spotlight, apparently. He spoke at Terrificon. That's where this was from. He heard claims of down the pike. And then Inside the Ropes gave the correct quote, or he gave a quote to Inside the Ropes?
He quoted a tweet from Inside the Ropes. All right, I'm looking at it right now. It's on Dustin's Twitter page. 8 hours ago. He said, not true. Haven't heard shit. Said it would be cool to do. Please stop. And then they took it down.
Well, if it wasn't true, then why is this in the news? Why is this in the news then? The way he quoted it. Did somebody make this shit up?
He said it would be cool to do. This is what Dustin said. He said, I said it would be cool to do. I didn't say it was happening.
I don't know. Either way we look at it, it's a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
It is absolutely a mistake. I'm glad that's not going to be the situation with AEW. Dustin Rhodes was also in the news today, not today, but in the same Terrificon via Fandom Spotlight. I don't even know what the fuck Terrificon is. He basically said, if your contract is up and you had enough of AEW, get the fuck out, which I loved. Did he quote tweet that, or is that a misfucking quote as well?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading what the man posted on Twitter, bro. He said that he was all right. So I mean, if I'm Dustin, playing devil's advocate here. If I'm sitting here talking to you as Dustin, what if Dustin said, have you ever said anything that was taken out of context and then, put out the wrong way?
Which happens. It absolutely happens.
It happens.
This is the new thing. It's the new wave for the IWC. People are now putting out false reports. You know, and they want to get their 15 minutes of fame. They're throwing shit at the wall, hoping something sticks, and then they can brag about it to the end of fucking time that they were right on something.
Yeah, someone turned this into a story.
Yeah.
An actual story.
Yeah.
So it worked.
I don't see AEW adding double night pay-per-views. Maybe if they want to experiment it with one, I wouldn't mind it. But, maybe the thing that I see AEW doing, and this is the last I'll say on it, maybe they'll add another pay-per-view, 6 or 7 total to kind of round things out. Maybe add one more. Forbidden Door is going to be a yearly thing. We don't need all these pay-per-views and all these hours of pay-per-views, 2 nights of pay-per-views. That's what I would do. If they want to add another pay-per-view, I'd be okay with that. That's pretty much it.
So I don't know. So it's like a lot of times AEW will roll into a city and overload it with shows. Like for example, they come into Chicago for All Out weekend. They'll be here for Dynamite on Wednesday, and they'll be here live for Rampage on Friday. And then they have the pay-per-view that weekend. So if they did 2 nights, it would be Wednesday, it would be Friday, and then it'd be Saturday and Sunday. You're gonna blow up spots like that, man. Even in Chicago, you can't sell tickets to 4 fucking venues like that.
Now, why would they do 2-night pay-per-views, Jesse? They would only do 2-night pay-per-views to alleviate the fucking time that they put into one pay-per-view and not make it 5 hours. It would be 3 hours each.
Yeah.
How about just make the fucking shows 3 hours or 3.5 hours? SummerSlam was not more than 4 hours. We don't need more than fucking 4 hours on a pay-per-view. I hope he understands that for All Out.
Well, people complain that the shows are too long.
The shows are too long.
So they can't. So that's why they don't want to do longer shows.
But the WWE talking about?
Oh, I thought you meant AEW.
No, I'm saying SummerSlam was only 4 hours, less than 4 hours. I hope that AEW is following suit. We don't need 5-hour pay-per-views, bro. We don't need the pay-per-views to go from 8 to fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, SummerSlam was very well paced.
Yes,
SummerSlam was very well paced. The way the AEW structures their pay-per-views, meaning the amount of feuds that they build going into pay-per-views, I don't see a reason for 2 nights of a pay-per-view because now you got to double up on the builds and you got to fill 2 fucking shows. So I think it's paced well. We don't need more pay-per-views. We just need the quality. That's all, man.
Yes, and we need these pay-per-views to be less than 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it from 8 to 11:30 tops.
Yeah.
Hopefully he understands. I'm very curious to see what he does with All. I have a fucking feeling he's going to load this shit up again. It's going to go till 12:30.
Now, if I got to deal with it once a year for WrestleMania, that's okay. I'm fine with that. But if we have every fucking company doing every other pay-per-view 2 fucking nights long, it's taxing, dude. It's fucking taxing, man.
Yeah, we don't need burnout. We actually enjoy the product. We don't want to be burned out on what they're providing us. So, thank God that was a false report.
Yeah, good.
Open of Dynamite, we saw a coffin match between Darby Allin and Brody King. This was wild. It was bloody within a minute. It was violent, and it was a lot of fun. This was probably the best coffin match that I've seen AEW put on so far. And Darby Allin is undefeated in coffin matches so far in AEW. I know, Jesse, we criticized AEW going to the coffin match again to blow off a Darby feud. I don't think this is the blow off of this feud. I think this will now really advance to a trios match between these 2 parties here with Miro being involved. What'd you think of this? And I know the blood was a big topic of discussion tonight. We got blood in this match, heaps of it. Jericho was fucking absolutely pouring blood in the main event. Moxley was bleeding because he had his earring ripped out by Jericho. What did you think of this match? How did it play into everything leading into what we're getting with Sting being involved? And is there too much blood, bro? There is absolutely too much blood. It's not even, bro. I look away. I'm like, oh, there we go. It's like another fucking usual thing that we see on AEW television. It's not special anymore.
Nah, that was kind of quick. Like they got the blood going before the opening credits get done, man. And that was really fucking quick. It does desensitize you to it. The more you see it. Granted, it was good God, there was a lot of fucking blood tonight, man. It was fucking blood and guts / Quake by the Lake tonight, man. It was book ended. I mean, it was blood in, blood out. I mean, it was all fucking blood all the time tonight, you know. And they seem to do it a lot. So when it should matter, it's just gonna seem like, okay, good. Where's the gratuitous blood? You know, it's coming soon, and then there it is. So yeah, they should kind of back it off a little bit, just to make it more important. I don't care about there being blood. I just want it to be important when it happens.
Yes, and that's the point I wanted to make. You know, I don't mind the blood. I actually like the blood. And something like this, a feud like this, absolutely needs the blood. So I'm okay with seeing it. But every time we see it, Jesse, it just looks so much. There's just so much of it. Yeah. And it's never in small spurts. You know, AEW, you know, they want to go and make somebody bleed. You know how you go to the fucking refrigerator and you got your soda stream in the fucking refrigerator, and you just go in there and you're filling your glass up with water or seltzer. This motherfucker's taking the whole goddamn fucking canister and pouring it into the fucking glass. That's exactly what it looks like to me. I mean, slow and steady wins the race. We don't need a fucking water fountain or a waterfall of blood in 30 seconds.
Dude, it looked like Brody King hit a fucking artery.
Seriously.
Jesus Christ, man.
Now, I like it. It called for it, but it's way too much now. That's just me. And you know, I don't know who listens to this and who gives a shit about what we say. We're just two fucking marks on here. But yes, I mean, it's not really all that special anymore. So I wish that they would tone that down just a little bit. Darby, the way we got Brody King to be bleeding here like a fucking waterfall, skateboard with thumbtacks on it. That's his usual MO for these coffin matches. So he grounded the skateboard against King's face, and King was immediately busted open. On the outside, King avoided a swing with the skateboard because Darby wanted to decapitate this guy and sent Darby over the timekeeper's table. He broke the skateboard, and that only angered Darby, who ran with a fury at Brody King. Relentless strikes. They were finally back inside. Darby hit a beautiful code red avalanche off the second rope. King recovered on the outside, drove Darby hard into the barricade, repeatedly throwing him against the barricade like he was a child. One of them actually threw Darby into the front row, so he went over the barricade at one point. Darby, he was trying to come back. He rolled out of the way of a diving splash that King set up in the corner. Or actually on the outside, rather. He dove off the second turnbuckle on the outside through a table that was set up during the commercial break. He went right through it, which got me a little nervous because the last time we seen somebody go through a table on the outside, Ray Phoenix broke his fucking his arm or bent his arm backwards. I didn't want that same thing to happen to Brody King out here. But he went through a table, and he missed completely. Darby was setting up for his tope. All of a sudden, the lights went out. And Malachi, Buddy Matthews, were standing in front of Brody, and they were blocking Darby from doing his suicide dive. Darby went for the dive anyway, but Julia Hart tripped him up on the opposite side of the ring, and Black and Buddy got into the ring to beat down Darby Allin. So this pretty much became a handicap match at this point. So King was going after Darby here, propped up a table with a cannonball senton, which looked fucking unbelievable. And then there was a loud, we want Sting chant. And then when Buddy Matthews went to go open the coffin, this was fucking great. I guess Sting kind of snuck in there when the lights were out because this was not no propped casket or there was nothing underneath. This was just a casket laying in the middle of the aisleway. Lights went out. House of Black is out there. Obviously, Sting, he was in the casket. And when Buddy Matthews went to open the casket, Sting was in there with baseball bat in hand. He attacked Buddy and Brody King with the bat. And then he tossed the bat into the ring and tossed it at Malachi Black. And Malachi was just sitting there. Malachi gets up. He's getting the bat ready. He's about to take a swing. He says, fuck this shit. He throws the bat down. He walks away from Sting. He wants nothing to do with Sting at all. He did not go face-to-face with the Stinger. So Darby landed a suicide dive, sending King very close to the coffin. King recovered and slammed Darby into the steel steps. King then opened the coffin, but Darby fought back. He picked up a chain that Brody had brought to the ring in the beginning of the match and choked him out the same way that Brody choked him out to win the Royal Rampage Battle Royal. All of a sudden, Jesse, Darby chokes out Brody. He falls lifeless to the outside. He tumbles into the casket. It was like a one-shot deal. Casket closed when he fucking threw himself into the casket. This looked great. And Darby Allin wins the Coffin Match and remains undefeated. This was fucking awesome.
It was. This was fun, man. Like I said, Brody does not look like he lost anything taking this L here. So everybody won with this one.
Brody looked good. Darby looked good. Darby sells his ass off for everybody's in the ring with, and he did an exceptional job against Brody King in this feud. What I'm really curious about, bro, is what this Malachi and Sting dynamic is leading to, bro. Something is really building up there. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I can't wait to see these two guys in the ring. I never thought in 1,000 years we'd see Sting in a wrestling ring, potentially on the verge of wrestling Malachi Black. This is some pretty cool shit, man.
I know, right? Was Sting? This is what I was thinking the whole time. Was Sting in the fucking coffin the whole time when they rolled it out?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I would assume. I mean, who the fuck wants to be in a coffin for about 15 minutes before your cue is due? You know, I would assume the lights go out and then Sting came down to the aisle or came down to the ring with the rest of the House of Black and just threw himself in the casket when the lights were out.
I'd be worried about it because of, fan footage and phones and shit. But I was thinking right away, like, wait, what the fuck is Sting doing in the casket?
Or maybe he was underneath the ring and then went into the casket. I don't know.
Could be. Because if House of Black had not come out, that means Sting would have been in the casket waiting to cheat.
Yes.
For no reason.
Yes.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Why the fuck was he in the damn casket? So yeah, maybe even lights went out. He knew they were going out, so then he got in the casket himself. Okay, that works for me then. Okay.
I'm really excited about where this is going. I don't know where we're going to get this match, but it's clearly leading to something between all five of these guys. And then Miro is obviously the wild card here, and he will, I'm assuming, join Darby Allin and Sting reluctantly because he's the Redeemer and he works by himself. So we'll see what happens with that. We got a promo with Jon Moxley. He is cutting a promo backstage about the title match tonight with Chris Jericho. He suggested they call his belt the FYI belt. He says it was forged in Cincinnati, Ohio. So the championship is about pain and how much you can endure pain. He said if Chris Jericho's fighting spirit doesn't break, his body will. Quick promo here. Obviously, Jon Moxley, a master at the promo. Clearly getting everybody ready for the main event tonight for the interim AEW championship against Chris Jericho. On the flip side, we got a soundbite with Chris Jericho. Rebuttal here against Jon Moxley. He said after 2.5 years, he will take back what is rightfully his. He vowed to become the new AEW champion. Jericho talked about Stu Hart being a sadist who put himself through hell. He guaranteed that the last savior, or the last survivor, rather, of the Stu Hart dungeon will become the AEW champion. I guarantee it. He leaves off with that. So I enjoyed these back-to-back promos. I like that they're building intrigue up for the main event. Very simple dynamic here. Good stuff by Moxley and Chris Jericho. Really not much more to it. Yeah. Rush and Andrade El Idolo against Penta and Rey Fenix. This is a Lucha Rules Tornado Tag Team match. Jesse, did you read the report today in regards to Andrade, his father-in-law? He said, did Ric Flair, he wished he didn't call his last match his last match. Oh my God, man. Could you imagine, bro, him wrestling again after what you and I saw, bro? He also said, Ric Flair also said that he went backstage and he wanted to down 8 or 9 beers after his match, which, by the way, he passed out twice in. He wanted to go drink 8 or 9 beers, and The Undertaker took these beers away from him and handed him water.
The guy died twice in the ring, man. And I told everybody here, I came into the chat and said, it looked like Ric Flair was the dead guy from Weekend at Bernie's. Just moving a corpse around that ring.
Bro, does he not understand that nobody wants to see him wrestle again? Nobody.
Well,
not even his daughter wants to see him wrestle.
The stats from that last pay-per-view probably say otherwise.
Possibly.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Just,
Father, please do not wrestle. I beg of you, please. Don't do it. I don't know if my mechanisms can handle it.
Bro, that was so painful. It was so painful to watch, man. Guys, if you did not see Ric Flair's last match, do not go look for it. Do not watch it. Trust me, you don't want to see it.
Bro, we're going to see Ric Flair in GCW next week. This guy will be wrestling fucking Nick Gage in GCW, bro.
This guy died in the ring, man, and nobody gave a shit.
Nobody.
Does anybody forget that a couple of years ago we were all planning this guy's funeral?
Were we?
I mean, this guy was
We
pretty
were?
much dead.
I don't know.
Rick, he was done. They were flying Charlotte out. He was done. They were reading him his last rites.
Yes, they were.
And now he is having a match, talking about having another one. He's trying to kill himself. He's trying to do like Randy the Ram and the wrestler, dude. He's trying to go out in the ring.
You know, people said that he ruined what was a decent pay-per-view. That match ruined the whole pay-per-view for a lot of people.
The pay-per-view wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for him, though.
Which is quite sad, but
yeah,
it is what it is. I
They
read those
had
things
no
and I
other
laughed
draw.
today.
They had no other draw, man. It was just bad.
Anyway, this Tornado tag team match was anything but. This was awesome. We got Andrade and Rush with the Lucha Brothers. Tornado rules here. Andrade and Rush control the action here early on. And then Rush and Penta got into the ring, and they beat the shit out of each other, exchanging strikes back and forth. Penta sent Rush to the floor, where Phoenix landed big dives on both Andrade and Rush. Penta hit a Made in Penta. I guess he's changing the name of that. I believe it was Made in Japan. Now it's Made in Penta. He hit Made in Penta for 2. Lucha Brothers went for their double team Fear Factor, but Andrade cut it off. They tossed Phoenix onto Penta here for a 2 count. First fall of the match. Second fall of the match, I'm sorry. Rush and Andrade landed simultaneous topes. Once back in the ring, Phoenix took out Rush with assisted high-flying moves, and then Penta hit a backstabber on Andrade. Lucha Brothers are in control here. They hit a Cazadora splash on Andrade for another 2 count. Then they got an assisted double stomp from Phoenix, got another 2 count. Lucha Brothers hit simultaneous tope con heroes. So they are definitely in control. Phoenix got a little greedy here, went for a frog splash, but Andrade got the knees up. He got a quick cover on Ray Phoenix there, only a 2. Andrade inadvertently then thrust kicked Rush in the face. Penta cut off a hammerlock DDT, and Rush took out Penta with a fucking sick shotgun dropkick. Andrade hit the double knees in the corner and ran into a springboard thrust kick. Rush crushed Penta with a power bomb. He was cut off by a rolling cutter from Penta, so everybody's down here. Eventually, Penta made his way to the apron. He hit a destroyer on Andrade, which always looks fucking scary as shit. Unbelievable. He went for the Fear Factor on Rush, but Rush fought out of it and landed a jumping knee. Headbutt by Rush took out Phoenix for a little bit, and Andrade hit a final cut on him for a 2 as Rush tied Penta's mask in the ropes. There we go with the fucking mask again. And Penta is momentarily out of this match. So Phoenix is trying to fight off Andrade with a thrust kick. He ran into a missile drop kick. Rush had the match won, but Penta, to break up the cover, he unmasked himself and dove into the ring to make the save. Andrade threw Penta's mask into the crowd. Crowd was chanting at whoever took the mask, throw it back, throw it back. And Jose took out Abrahantes on the outside, but Phoenix rolled up Rush for a great near fall while that was going on. Rush set up Phoenix for the Bull's Horns, which is his finishing move, nailed it, and then Andrade hit the hammerlock DDT for the win. 1, 2, 3, and Rush and Andrade get the victory here. Another situation, Jesse, where the finish of the match came down to one of the guys being demasked or unmasked. I mean, how many times are we going to have to go through this same fucking ending with these guys every single time?
So it was a Lucha Rules match, right?
This was a Lucha Rules match, yes. No rules. I guess they could justify the unmasking now, right?
But I thought with Lucha Rules, it was illegal to take off the mask.
Is that the rulings of a Lucha Rules match? To unmask, it's okay to unmask your opponent.
Well, I know. Remember, they kept telling us, in Mexico, down in Mexico, you take off a mask, it's a DQ.
Yes.
So I was wondering if that would include that in the Lucha Rules match then.
You have a good point. If it's a Lucha Rules match, if they did it in a Lucha Rules match, it would end in a DQ.
Right. But he didn't take off his mask wasn't taken off. His mask
No,
was
he
tied
tied
to
the
rope.
mask up in the ropes, and then Penta unmasked himself. So that was the way that they got around it. Yes.
Okay. There we go. Makes sense then. All right.
But my gripe is, I mean, they go to the unmasking again in just different ways to do it.
Yeah. Then back to the. I agree. Every time we see the Lucha Brothers in a match, it's how is the mask gonna play into it now, and that's too distracting though.
Yes.
It's too distracting from the story, from the match. It's always about the mask being taken off. Unless this is going somewhere in terms of, hey, now in AEW, to respect and honor Lucha rule, you take off the mask of a luchador and it's a DQ. Maybe they're heading into that direction. If not, and they're just randomly doing this all the time, it's kind of ridiculous and pointless.
Being that they did call it a Lucha Rules match, and the Lucha Rules match was made because of their disrespectful hijinks, you could look at it this way as well. It's actually quite creative that they actually worked what they couldn't do into the match the way that they did by tying his mask up, and they didn't unmask him. He unmasked himself. Actually, if you look at it, it's quite ingenious, if you ask me. It's just we've seen it so many fucking times before that we see it done one good time. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, they're going back to the same shit that they did 4 fucking times before.
Right. Come up with an ending, come up with a finish that does not involve the fucking mask at all. At all.
Yes. Which will be the trios tournament. I think Death Triangle beats them and gets their revenge here for all the unmaskings that we've seen.
Maybe. It could be.
Shout out to my boy Rusty in the chat, the 414. What's up, brother?
Rusty.
Congratulations to Rusty, man. He's moving into a new home.
He's
getting a new house, him and his wife, man. Congratulations, bro.
Rusty, you coming to Chi-Town, right, man?
Coming to Chi-Town. I don't even think I'm coming to Chi-Town.
He's still in Milwaukee?
He's still in Milwaukee, yes.
Oh, man, that's messed up, man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Gotta love them Brewers, right, bro? Now, who am I kidding? Oh, my goodness. Holy shit.
Jeez.
My boy Daryl coming in big. Oh, my God. Holy shit, Daryl. $500 super chats.
Wow.
This guy comes in, man. I'm telling you, man, I got to put him on the paperwork, man. This guy's like co-owner of the venue. Him and Osakwi, co-owners of the venue, bro.
That's
holy
awesome,
shit.
Man.
OTS Sith Negan bomb has been dropped this month. Marks my 4-year anniversary being a $100 per month Patreon member. Brother, I still got your hat. I'm going to mail your hat out this week, brother. I got it sitting right over there in the corner. Triple H and Tony Khan are definitely going to bring excitement back to professional wrestling at the highest level. And it's a great fucking thing to see JD keep on being the measuring stick of success. Hashtag the enemy design, says Sith Negan with a $500 super chat, man. Oh, my goodness.
A hat?
Yes, I have OTS. I have OTS hats made, yes.
This guy donates $500, and all you have for him is a
bro, he's got all the OTS merchandise, bro. I got him t-shirts. I got him a fucking baseball bat mug.
You need to be giving this guy a hand job.
Listen, bro, if he comes out to one of these shows, I'm taking him out to dinner. I told him and Osakwi.
Then you'll give him the hand job. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
I wouldn't blame you.
Listen, bro, don't let me fucking drop the bomb about you actually being subscribed to OnlyFans Tony Storm, okay? And Thunder Rosa, bro. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen the coming attractions, bro.
I don't know why.
It looks a little enticing, bro.
We all know that you are subscribed to fucking
Thunder Rosa's OnlyFans looks a little. I don't know whatever she's got. Thunder Rosa Doc. It looks a little enticing there, bro. It might be time that you sign up and give me the details.
We all know that you are the Foot Clan member of Tony Storm's fucking OnlyFans page, bro. Nice try, though.
Don't lie to these people, Jesse. You fucking geek. I know your secrets.
See, bro? You even got the little demons talking to you, bro. They know your secrets.
Tony Storm made $10,000 in the first week.
Yes.
I don't have that kind of money.
I thought you did. I thought you were opening up your own taco business.
Nope. So, do you have that kind of money?
I thought you were going to be Thunder Rosa's personal photographer.
Thought so.
What if Jamie Hayter had an OnlyFans, bro?
I would be interested in seeing it, but I still can't afford it. Still can't afford it, man.
Oh, my God, man. All right, let's move on. We're having too much fun. Listen, Andrade, what? This guy, yeah, what happened to the internet? Look, he's glitching out over here. What happened, bro?
I'm like,
This guy's glitching out over here. Look. Warning.
Jesse, what's going on, bro? Jesse will be back. I'm going to move on to the next segment. He's glitching out worse than Charlotte Flair with a fucking CPU update. Yes, I think Rush and Dragon Lee. Guys, if you missed Rush and Dragon Lee at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, man, holy shit. These guys are going to kill it next week with Andrade, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, which I think is going to be the whole unveiling there as their mystery partner. So we'll see that next week. I think that they get ousted in the trios by the Death Triangle. Like I said in the beginning, I think it's going to be Death Triangle and House of Black, with those two teams being in the finals and House of Black winning the trios championships. Jesse is returning slowly. I will continue on before he gets things situated here. We got the Young Bucks. They're in the back. They ran into the Dark Order and Adam Hangman Page sitting back there. And they're looking to make up with their once best friend here. So they're in the back, and they told Brandon to keep filming them. They wanted this to be on film. Nick Jackson thanked Hangman for saving them last week. Matt Jackson says they didn't deserve it. He says they treated him poorly, and he'd like to take it all back. Matt said the favorite time of his life is when they were all together, running and gunning and building a revolution that ended up being All Elite Wrestling. Matt says he got weird and selfish, maybe due to the fame or the money or the TV time. Matt said after Hangman won the title, he became a superstar, and he should have told him how proud he was of him. He said he could never get those years back, and he said he looks in the mirror. When he looks in the mirror, maybe the fans are all right about him and Nick being despicable people and burying everybody and holding people back. He said maybe when they're around Hangman brings out the best in them. He asked him to be their trios partner next week against Andrade, Rush, and Dragon Lee. He said the Hung Bucks can do it one last time. So Adam Page says, I'd love to do it, guys, but I can't. The Dark Order, they were there for me to congratulate me after winning the world title. You guys weren't. He then goes on to say that this is their chance, this is their tournament, and they had my back, and I'm going to show them that I have theirs. He says he's going to be in their corner, and therefore he cannot team with the Young Bucks. Hangman says if they're going to have a partner, it should be someone who they trust and never turn their back on them. The Bucks seemed kind of thrown off by this. They seemed a little down and embarrassed that, Matt kind of opened himself up there and then Hangman let him down. When they left the room, Brandon Cutler says he thinks Hangman meant he should have been their partner. So Matt told him to shut up, Brandon, and shut the cameras off. No, we don't want Brandon Cutler as their partner. It will be Kenny Omega. But I like this, Jesse. It's a nice continuity, nice progression of the storyline that they kept it in the same realm of what we saw. Dark Order helped Page. They were there for Page. Page is going to be there for them. Very simple.
No, I agree. And Hangman's been associated with the Dark Order for so long, and it makes sense.
Yes.
It's not like he was thrown. We would be able to tell right away if he was just thrown in there to try to get a story out of it. But he's been associated with Dark Order ever since Brody left us. So
yes,
I have no problem with this at all. And I know Dark Order is not on the level of where everybody wants them to be, but they do have that other side of them. They're not all comedy. They do have that serious side of them, and I think Hangman can help bring that out in a tournament like this.
yes.
So,
Luchasaurus. We saw Luchasaurus, and we got the continuation of this storyline with Christian Cage and Jungle Boy. He went one-on-one with Anthony Henry. Jungle Boy was on commentary. He even said that, listen, guys, I'm happy to be here, but I won't be here very long. Which he was indeed right. This was a shoot. Jungle Boy said he learned a lot from Christian Cage. the year that they spent together, and he's trying to stay a step ahead of him. Luchasaurus won quickly here. There wasn't really much to this. It was less than 60 seconds. And he took out Henry. Henry tried for an enziguri, and it really didn't do anything. Luchasaurus returned fire with a headbutt and what he calls the fossilizer for the win. Squash match for Luchasaurus, who, once again, Jesse, has not said a fucking thing about Jungle Boy or Christian Cage. I don't think we will until after all of this is over. But after the match, Christian started talking on the video board, on the video screen, and he was clapping and he was mock applauding Luchasaurus. He said that he was going to slap the headset off Jungle Boy's head, but he said the people of Minneapolis don't deserve to see him in person. Jungle Boy figured out where he was. He ran to the back. He chased him down. This was a great shot. He literally lunged at Christian Cage, and these security guards caught him like they were catching a fucking fly ball in right field. Caught him perfectly. They pulled Jungle Boy off of Christian, who fled. Luchasaurus was throwing around the security guys. He headbutted Pat Buck, who was there trying to break this shit up. Accidentally headbutt Pat Buck, who was ex-WWE producer, now AEW, and that's the way the segment went off the air. Jesse, what the fuck is going on here? We got a madman dinosaur.
Yeah, man. I think he's gonna stay heel with Christian Cage, man.
He needs to be.
And it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
It is entirely the right thing to do. So now I'm interested to see what their course of action is. It seems like he has a different path to get to where we all think it's going. So I want to see how this ends up. What is Christian? What is his plan here? What is his idea? How come he hasn't unleashed Luchasaurus yet? If he knows he's still in his back pocket. So let's see.
How did you interpret this thing tonight? Did you see Luchasaurus standing up for Jungle Boy tonight by beating up the security guards, or did you interpret it possibly the way I kind of interpret it as Jungle Boy, trying to chase down Christian Cage, and Luchasaurus kind of interjecting himself in there, keeping Jungle Boy getting from where he was there with the security guards to Christian Cage? Was he saving Christian Cage in this scenario?
I just think it was him doing Christian Cage's bidding. So it was all.
So he's pretending to be Jungle Boy's comrade, a comrade here, or best friend.
Yeah. He's still in on it. He had him do all of this shit. Go do this, go beat up security. Don't reveal yourself yet. We'll do it here. I still think he's still in his back pocket. They're still running this game on him right now, and unfortunately, Jungle Boy is just too dumb to see it.
I could see that.
I
could see that. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this match, man. Jungle Boy and Christian Cage at All Out. I think it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving on, guys. We got a vignette with Miro. This was awesome. Very short, very sweet. A vignette aired of Miro, who said Malachi has put him through changes and dragged him through the dark. A woman walked into the screen, and it was a blonde, but not the blonde that we were all thinking about. It was indeed Julia Hart.
I thought it was, I marked for a second. I thought it was her.
But Miro did mention as Julia Hart caressed his face, you're not the woman who is allowed to touch the Redeemer. There's only one woman that is allowed to touch the Redeemer, and you are not her.
And with that promo, for me, that 100% confirms that we're getting CJ Perry. But I heard a report that Triple H was trying to get CJ Perry back.
If I'm Triple H, why are you bringing her back?
No clue.
If I'm Triple H, that is a waste of payroll.
I mean, at the same time, maybe he's doing it to be a nice guy because he knows she was fired unjustly. So that could be it too.
It's probably the case, but in the most respectful way for me to put this, because I don't know who the fuck's listening to this. She was not very good. She was not a very good professional wrestler.
Her value,
listen, I don't want to take anything away from her. She trained. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate the effort.
That's like saying
I can't do it. That's why I'm fucking here talking about it. But I've been doing this thing for a little bit too long. I know a good wrestler from a bad wrestler. CJ was not a good pro wrestler. Her value is, and I said the same thing about Zelina. Zelina is okay, but Zelina's value was fucking absolutely out of this world fantastic with Andrade, and they broke that shit up. Never understood why. CJ joining AEW is the better deal because she would add, and Miro is fucking unbelievable by himself, but imagine what Miro would look if she is there.
Yeah.
This would take it through the fucking roof, bro.
Yeah, CJ can do for Miro what Scarlett does for
Yes.
Karrion Kross.
Yes, absolutely.
If Scarlett Bordeaux was a free agent right now while Cross is in WWE, there's no value for Scarlett in AEW.
No.
None.
No, and there's no value in Scarlett being in the ring. I'd say the same thing about her. You know, she's not a good professional wrestler. Their value is not in the ring wrestling. Their value is on screen, fucking in other ways. You can't put all these women in the ring because they're a part of the roster. It's not going to work. They are valets. They are managers. You know, it's such a lost art. Nobody really appreciates the fucking value of a manager anymore.
No, they don't.
So I hope that, like Jesse said, it does lead to CJ coming back for sure.
Although with that being said, Stokely Hathaway is making phenomenal manager waves right now.
Yes, he's awesome.
Yes,
he was awesome in NXT.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't know.
I mean, unfortunately, I know.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
Please, Paul, down on Tuesday nights, bro. We need you. We need you bad. It's unreal. Miro said that he told her, the pagans, he told her to tell the pagans she accepts her gift and will use it. He said his path leads to the House of Black. He then turned and walked away. This has been the word of the Redeemer. And he walks away into the light. How great is this man, bro?
He has me excited to see CJ Perry.
Yes, I understand that. His wife is beautiful.
I'm not excited to see her for her doing anything. The only reason I'm excited to see her is because of his promos and the way he's putting her over. Now I want to see what they do together. I mean, his promos are incredible. He's making me want to see Lana in AEW.
Well, I mean, it really makes sense. The doorway's open, bro. We got Malachi, we got Buddy, we got Brody, and we got Julia. We're going to have Sting, we're going to have Darby, we're going to have Miro. Who's the female presence that's going to go and battle Julia Hart? Light versus dark. It's going to be CJ Perry. Hopefully this is the way that they introduce her. It's perfect.
And hopefully they don't book her versus Julia Hart.
No. There's ways to book her and not in the ring.
Yeah.
Mark Henry interviewed Powerhouse Hobbs here. He asked if he's done with Ricky Starks. Why would he be done with Ricky Starks, Mark Henry? What a dumb question. QT Marshall interrupted with his factory members. He said, Hobbs is a future world champion, so let's take care of Starks. Hobbs told Marshall, don't let your problem become mine. I don't know if I want to get on the bad side of Powerhouse Hobbs, bro.
I didn't get that one at all, because Starks is already his problem.
Well, I mean, not after he took him out 2 weeks in a row.
How did he take him out if Starks is competing in a match tonight?
He beat the shit out of him 2 weeks in a row.
But Starks is in a match tonight.
He's got the upper hand 2 weeks in a row. What don't you understand?
I don't know.
Do you want him to put him on the shelf so he doesn't have to deal with him anymore? Then that would be less Ricky Starks on our television. We don't want that.
Well, you didn't take care of the problem. He's still here.
Well, clearly,
you didn't finish the job.
Well, Ricky Starks is like a cockroach, bro. He's going to come back.
Yeah, you got to kill him, man. You didn't finish shit. It's still your problem. Go finish your own job.
By the way, Nick Comoroto is still out here dressed as Tony D'Angelo from NXT 2.0 because Two Dimes was standing there and he got dumped over the bridge and is sleeping with the fishes. So they think this is funny. He's dressed in a blue tracksuit like a guinea.
Unfortunately, bro, no one gets this. I don't get it. No one watches NXT.
Listen, man, if you don't watch NXT, that's one thing, but Tony D'Angelo's fucking great.
I know who Tony D'Angelo is, and I hear that he's fantastic, but I don't know shit about his gimmick to be like, I see where they're bleeding over into AEW. We don't watch NXT, you know?
You're a loss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my gain.
So we got that. Powerhouse Hobbs is obviously headed for a collision with Ricky Starks at All Out. Hopefully, that's what Mr. Khan TK books for the pay-per-view. Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh made their ring entrance. He's out there with these guys. All three of them are out there. They bragged about what Satnam did to Wardlow at Battle of the Belts on Saturday. Probably the best Battle of the Belts. I don't know if you caught it, Jesse, but I didn't talk about it. I just watched casually as a fan. I thought this was the best Battle of the Belts that AEW's put on so far.
I actually missed it entirely because my DVR is set. I couldn't watch it live. I was busy with family. And my DVR is set to record Rampage and Dynamite. It is not set to record a Battle of the Belts, so it didn't record it. So I missed it.
It was a good show. We got obvious winners coming out of that thing, Thunder Rosa and Claudio. And then we got Wardlow beating, I believe it was Jay Lethal for the title. So that was that. So they're out there. And he said that they are not done with him. Lethal said they sent a message, which is defend the TNT title against him one more time, or they find him and take it. Wardlow's music plays. He doesn't run, but he power walks out to the aisle. He's got a microphone and says he's about to whip all three of their asses. He walked to the ring. FTR's music hit. They joined him as backup. And then when they enter the ring, Lethal, Dutt, and Satnam Singh left. Dutt left the ring looking for something under the ring. He couldn't find whatever the fuck he was looking for. So Lethal tried to go after them. FTR gave him the big rig, and that was the segment. I'm not sure what the hell was supposed to happen here. I'm not sure what Sanjay Dutt was looking for underneath the ring that wasn't there. This looked like a misfire, but I'm glad that Satnam Singh, Jesse, is not going to be the one to wrestle Wardlow at the pay-per-view. It looks like we may be getting a rematch after the Battle of the Belts, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
2 solid victories over Jay Lethal is a good start for Wardlow. And then at the pay-per-view, obviously in front of all the thousands that are going to be watching this thing, that's where we'll hopefully get the one power bomb, bro, because that's where all of this is leading towards. Wardlow power bombing Satnam Singh at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, maybe someone, came to their senses and they changed direction, but it cannot look like they were going for Wardlow and Satnam Singh, man.
I'm glad they're not having a match.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Speaking of, I have some news out of Dark that you're probably not gonna like.
Before I mention that, by the way, FTR did back up Wardlow here, and that was a beautiful thing. Very simple because they were all three of them in the Pinnacle, so they're all baby faces now, so why not come and back each other up? I love it.
There you go.
There you go. What's the news coming out of Dark that I'm not going to like? Are we getting women's tag team titles again? More clues about women's tag team titles coming to AEW? Huh?
No.
Okay.
But
this guy thinks I don't know the news. Bro, I know the news. I know what you're going to tell me, bro.
Well, yep. So, Vicky.
Yes.
My girl, Vicky.
Yes.
She's starting to lose a few points with me, but.
Unfortunately, she put together a terrible group of women. One that Jesse has been willing into existence now, and I may have to dump him after this fucking news because I'm afraid what he's been talking about is looking likely.
Bro, this is not my fault, man.
Oh, look, even the internet doesn't want him to get it out. Look, even the internet, even his internet, Xfinity doesn't even want him to talk about the women's tag team title. Look.
Oh, fuck, is it freezing again?
Yeah, it's frozen again, bro. There you go. Where is he? I see. You're all pixelated, man. You look like a fucking NES game.
I have an appointment for a tech to come out to my house on Friday.
You're looking like Mega Man 4 over here, bro. What's going on?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. He doesn't fix my fucking internet, man.
Bro, call them, bro. Xfinity is trash, bro.
They're coming. I got an appointment on Friday. They're coming to the house.
That's good, man. You get Verizon out where you live, man, in the sticks? What are you doing? Verizon? Fios? Fiber optic?
I'll look into it. I'm gonna look into Verizon and RCN. I'm gonna see if Verizon's out here. I don't think it is though.
Bro, what is going on with this fucking pairing, man? We got Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir being paired up. Why?
Need teams for some reason. I don't know what the reason is.
You don't know what the reason is?
No.
Did Tony Khan have too many white claws when he made this decision, man? I don't know.
Bro, why is... Sorry, man.
Bro, I swear to fucking God, man, if we get women's tag team titles, I'm dumping you.
It's happening, man. It's happening, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Why are we making women's tag teams? They can't even book the fucking regular division right. They're going to do tag team title?
Because WWE has them.
Well, not everything. I mean, not everything that WWE does is the right thing. We've been blasting WWE for both women's tag team titles, and neither one of those sets of titles are even needed.
I don't know, man. I just hope it's not. I don't know. But Jesus Christ, man. Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir.
I don't believe Marina Shafir still has a fucking contract. Nyla Rose is fine. I like Nyla Rose, but Marina Shafir, you're making Nyla Rose look bad.
Nyla Rose is awesome. I love Vicky, and they formed a team with one other person, and I hate the entire group. That's how bad Marina Shafir is. That's how bad she is.
Man. What a joke. What a joke. Anyway, moving on. We got Shivani interviewing Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker. I was going to say Angelo Dawkins, Angelo Parker, and Anna Jay, who said they are preparing to celebrate Jericho's title win later. Garcia said he's a Dragon Slayer, and he's put Bryan Danielson back in the garden with his family. Matt Menard cut a promo talking about Jericho Appreciation Society, and Angelo Parker said that everybody needs to appreciate us. And then Anna Jay, bro, another pointing of the finger, and she runs over to somebody and puts the Queen Slayer sleeper hold on somebody and chokes someone out in the middle of an interview.
This was the cringiest shit I've ever seen.
I actually laughed at Anna Jay choking the poor camera woman out, whoever the fuck she choked. I actually laughed that she choked this person out. I don't know. It was just so fucking random.
Cringiest shit I've ever seen. I said on my stream the other day how I wasn't a fan of Anna Jay's heel turn. And one of my fucking subscribers, one of them get mad. Let me tell you something. This motherfucker got mad. This motherfucker, he said, I'm unsubscribing. He called me a piece of shit, told me to fuck off, did all of that shit, all because I didn't like Anna Jay anymore. I'm dead serious, bro.
Oh, Jesse, how could you say that about Anna Jay, man? Fuck you and your tacos, man. I hate this fucking show.
He was mad, bro. I'm talking fucking butthurt Stan fucking Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck?
People are weird, bro. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
He was mad. He was really he probably threw his device when I said that shit. He was angry, bro.
People are fucking weird, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like you fucking said something on stream about pro wrestling. You gave your pro wrestling opinion. It's like you fucking killed their dog or something.
My God, I was a piece of shit. I was scared. I thought he was gonna come for my fucking family, man. He was mad.
Ridiculous.
He was fucking mad, bro.
Just a taste of what I get, man. God forbid I say something bad about Liv Morgan.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
wrong with these people, man?
Anyway, Daniel Garcia. We're getting Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson next week in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Let's go. I love it.
Oh man. Matt Classic on the way, man.
You need any reason to tune into Dynamite next week? There you go. Absolute Ricky Starks, Aaron Solo. Solo made his way to the ring. A vignette aired on Starks and Solo, showing that they had teamed before, and Starks was once offered a spot in the factory. Starks made his entrance. Excalibur talked about some big teams Starks and Solo faced as a tag team in the past. Gotta love Excalibur. So we got the match starting, and Colt Carter trips Starks running the ropes. 2 dimes. You know, the guy that got dumped over the bridge by Tony D'Angelo. 2 dimes. Colt Carter trips Starks running the ropes. Referee booted him to the back. Solo punched away at Starks in the corner. Starks came back, avoided a corkscrew kick, and delivered a spear to Aaron Solo for the win. Starks in 2 minutes gets the victory over the former Mr. Bailey. Afterward, Nick Camarado charged the ring wearing his Tony D'Angelo outfit, swung at Starks. Starks ducked, gave him a spine buster. Starks set up a move. Solo hit him from behind. QT Marshall ran out, and Starks fled through the crowd. They showed Hobbs smashing a monitor backstage because now their problem is his problem. Couldn't get the job done, bro. QT, what's going on, bro? New VP couldn't get the job done. What the fuck's going on?
We got to get Hobbs another manager, man.
Is that why you think they don't really give him much mic time?
Yeah. We got to get him another manager, man. Get him with somebody.
Who would that be?
You can put him with Stokes for all I care, man.
I would lie. I think that's a great move.
Stokes seems to be arming himself with a militia of talent, man.
He seems to be taking the Bobby the Brain Heenan route, man. He seems to be fucking creating a Heenan family kind of stable here. Anybody and everybody.
But right about now, Stokely Hathaway has fucking Lambert heat with me, man. More Hathaway, the better, please.
Yes, I think he's awesome. I think that would be a great pairing. I don't know if that is a possibility or if that's going to happen somewhere down the line, but I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Lexi Nair interviewed Billy Gunn and the Gun Club. Billy told his sons that they have to toughen up. He asked how they could ruin the only match he made famous in one night. In walked Stokely Hathaway. He told the Guns about a reference to Billy being old and told him to go to a home because it's past his bedtime. He told Colton and Austin to take their careers more seriously, and he handed them a business card. So Billy threatened Hathaway and left, or he left rather than Hathaway. Billy said he got them a match on Rampage. In walks Danhausen, and he says that they have a match on Friday with him and the big bearded fellow. Who the fuck was that? I don't know. But we found out that Danhausen apparently is teaming with Eric Redbeard against the Gun Club on Rampage. Now, I did read a report about Eric Redbeard mentioning something about a possible return to pro wrestling. And, you know, he obviously said, I believe it was quoted something that he wants to return if something really good presents itself. I guess this is good enough for Eric Redbeard, bro. Him teaming with Danhausen.
Well, what else is he going to do? Is he going to go back? Is Braun going to go back? Is he going to go back and form the Wyatt family?
I heard that Braun Strowman was definitely on the list of people that Triple H was contemplating.
I would bring Braun back if I'm Triple H.
I would not bring Braun Strowman back if I'm Triple H.
I would, man. I would. I think there's stuff he can do with Braun. I think after seeing Omos work for a few months, I think I learned to appreciate Braun a little bit more.
Well, you are definitely correct on that for sure.
So, and especially if you're getting Wyatt back. If you're getting Wyatt back and you can bring in Braun and the Redbeard and you guys can have an idea to do with everything, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Braun back. I don't think Braun would come back and work the top of the fucking card like he used to and everything else, and then do stupid shit. I mean, I think Triple H can book a better Braun.
Yeah, I think Triple H would actually book a great vision for the Wyatt family as well, if that's where they wanted to go with that. Nobody knows what the fuck Wyndham wants to do, but I love the Wyatt family. I thought his eater went in the very beginning. I think they dropped the ball on it very, very quickly, but his Eater of World stuff, especially the storyline where he won the world title and that whole dynamic between him and Luke Harper, I thought that shit was phenomenal.
It was so good. It was so good. Let me tell you what I'm sick of with Bray Wyatt. I'm sick of this dude tweeting shit that he tweets. Okay, I mean, he's a cryptic tweeter. But then he gets mad when the fans don't understand the shit he's talking about. And he'll lash out at them and shit like that. You know, like, dude, stop talking in code if you want us to fucking get it.
Bro, you got to understand, they think we're all marks, bro.
Seriously, they must. He'll talk in code. This dude wrote a fucking 4-page fucking letter for Twitter, posted it, and then somebody replied with, blah, 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 like the little emojis, and he got mad at them and said, if you can't read, have someone read it to you, you piece of shit. Dude, you've been sending these cryptic tweets out for weeks. All we want to know is when you're fucking coming back. That's it.
Bro, I tweeted, funny story here before we move on to the next segment. I tweeted during Monday Night Raw. Now, you guys know Monday Night Raw, they did the women's tag team title tournament. We got Dana Brooke and fucking Tamina in the ring with Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. And I tweet out the match was not good. The match was fucking bad. And it wasn't anything to do with Dakota Kai or Io Shirai, I'll tell you that right now. It had everything to do with Tamina and Dana Brooke. I said on Twitter that match was bad There was nothing that Dakota Kai and Io Sky could have done to save that match. Road Dogg, you know, Billy Gunn's ex-partner and the guy that keeps begging Tony Khan for a job in AEW. Road Dogg tweets me. He says, thanks, Luthez. Meaning that I am a, you know, mark on the internet. But basically what he says is I'm a mark on the internet that shouldn't be critiquing pro wrestler, and that if I am saying what I'm saying, I should be a Luthez if I'm, you know, saying shit like that. But why don't you go in the ring and try it? Pretty much is what he's telling me, bro. Really?
I don't get it. I don't get people. You're not allowed to give your opinions on Twitter without people fucking bashing you for it.
Do you know who liked that tweet? You know who liked the tweet? The thanks Luthez tweet. You know who liked it? Paul White. Paul White liked the tweet.
He blocked me, so
I'm not blocked. I haven't even checked. But really, I can't critique a fucking terrible women's match.
Nope.
I even replied to him, bro. I'm like, I mean, I don't know where you've been, but I've been a little bit more positive as of late, bro.
It's my fucking opinion. I'm not allowed to not. If I don't like it, oh, you're a piece of shit. You know, Luther, shut up. And like, I don't like it. What the fuck you?
I never claimed to be a pro wrestler.
I don't like it. What the fuck does that even mean? If you're not as experienced or knowledgeable as a Luthez, then you should shut up. I don't like the match. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Oh, you didn't know?
You know, Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I do know. I know what I saw Monday was fucking garbage.
They're in the ring to entertain the fans, not Luthez. I'm a fan. I didn't like it.
Dana Brooke has been wrestling how long, bro? Nothing about Dana Brooke has, to me anyway, spelled improvement.
Dana Brooke has never wrestled. She's attempted to wrestle.
Yeah. Cosplay pro wrestler. Two cosplay pro wrestlers there, Tamina and Dana Brooke. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Moving on, we got Shivani interviewing Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends when in walked Ari Daivari and the Trustbusters. Daivari told Orange he can take him to a new level if he dumps Trent and Chuck. Cassidy said no. He said he will find out firsthand what happens to people who say no to him. Ari Daivari claims, if you guys have been watching Dark, I've watched Dark simply because the last 2 weeks to see my boy Parker Boudreaux, see how he is coming along. Ari claims he's the richest man in pro wrestling. Now, clearly, I'm a fan of Ari Daivari as well, but that may be stretching it a little bit there. But Parker Boudreaux, bro, how was he in the second match? What'd you think?
Parker Boudreaux looks good.
You think he's ready for the main stage on Dynamite in this trios tournament? I think a tag team match, you know, whatever he doesn't know yet, I think Ari Daivari is going to, you know, take the brunt of that, and he's going to, you know, be on the outside hiding those weaknesses and then get in there and really be explosive. No?
No, he's not ready for TV, man.
No, he's not ready for TV. Okay.
No, he's not ready for TV. Now, the guy, look, the guy looks great. The guy's going to be great, but they took him out of the microwave a little too soon.
Yeah.
You know, put him back in.
So we'll see what happens. You guys are going to see Parker Boudreaux in AEW on Dynamite in this trios tournament. So you get a good look at him. Leave him in the oven to cook a little bit. We may have the next big thing on our hands.
He looks good. He looks good. I'm worried about him shedding that Brock Lesnar light tag. Maybe he'll shed it. Maybe he won't. So he'll just play into it. I mean, either way, Brock Lesnar was overly successful in this business, so it's not a terrible thing. But he needs to go back into development, work on his mannerisms, work on controlling his. He has insanely ridiculous speed for his size.
Yes.
Learn to control it. All right. Learn to use it when it's a good time to use it. Don't live on it. You know, use it when it's time to use it. You know, lots of big men have that incredible speed and they work big man styles, but they use their speed on certain spots and not all of the time. All of the stuff that you learn, you know, he's gonna be great. He's gonna be really, really good and worth every penny. Just don't use him too soon.
No, I would not use him too soon. I'm looking forward to him on Dynamite. I want to see what he's capable of here, and he's got fans in us here. So yeah. I just want him to know that if he's listening. I know he also follows me on Twitter, so you know, if he's listening, we're definitely going to keep an eye on him for sure, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he does.
If I thought that he was listening right now to me, and what I would have to say is, I think with a little bit more seasoning, he's gonna be at the top of the card and stay at the top of the card. I think coming out too soon usually affects your dynamic with the fans because the fans are gonna see how green you are and they're gonna start adjusting me. Just wait until the whole package comes together, then unleash it when you got a full gimmick and everything else, and you're gonna hit the fucking world by storm, dude.
Yep.
You're gonna fucking terrorize it. It's gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So you guys will see him firsthand whenever that match takes place with the best friends on Dynamite. TBS Championship, we had Jade Cargill with Stokely and Kiera Hogan outside, standing in her corner against Madison Rayne. This was an open challenge. Madison Rayne is a head coach now for the women's division in AEW. Last week, we got one of the best women's tag team matches I think I've ever seen in AEW with, the usual suspects, Storm, Rosa, Baker, and Jamie Hayter, which was tremendous.
Yes.
This week, Jesse, not so much. I honestly feel like, and again, I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm shitting on the women's division, but bro, unless it's Rosa, unless it's Tony, unless it's Athena, unless it's Britt, unless it's Jamie Hayter, or women like that seasoned, I feel like there's no improvement in the women's division. This was not good. Now, I don't know how many years Madison Rayne has as an in-ring performer. Obviously she's the veteran here compared to Jade, but this was not a good showing for either women. And this was not a good showing for Jade Cargill being in there with a veteran like Madison Rayne, who just got promoted to being one of the head coaches in the women's division.
Yeah, well, if I'm Madison Rayne and I'm taking in the talent that I have to deal with, I think she's got a phenomenal core to work with. You got Thunder Rosa as your world champion, and you've got Jade Cargill as probably has to be your most promising fucking talent, dude. It's got to be. So I think she has a fantastic core to deal with. You get everything in the middle with Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb. She has plenty to work with. So if she's good at her job, the job that they hired her for, I think she has everything she needs to succeed. I think she'll be just fine with this division.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the core talent's there. I think a lot of people know the core talent is there. I just don't see. I just don't see, and a lot of people are seeing that there's no real advancement outside of the usual suspects here. Like Jade, Jade is coming along. Jade is obviously still doing this thing. How many years she's been doing this? Jesse, what is it, like 2 years now? She's been doing this.
She just started. Yeah, she just started.
So
with this
I mean, we can't be too difficult on her. She's obviously vastly improved over the first day that we saw her.
Yes.
But when she gets in there with someone like this, you would think that it would be a lot better of a match than it was with somebody who is as Madison Rayne is a seasoned veteran, which makes me concerned about the upcoming match with Athena, because obviously that's what they're building towards for All Out. And how is that going to be? It really could fall by the wayside and be something that should be great, because Athena is awesome and she should lead Jade to a great match. But, seeing the performances here, in the past couple of weeks, everybody outside the usual suspects that I just mentioned, I'm not really all that confident.
Well, this is my second match of seeing Rayne, and I don't see anything special about it.
No, I mean, I didn't see anything special in Impact.
Yeah. Okay, good. I thought it was just me. Like, no. I don't see anything special about her in the ring. Now, that does not mean that she won't be good as a coach for the division. That has no bearing on her being a coach. But just personally watching her work, I didn't see anything special about her. So that could be the reason why tonight's match didn't go well. I think Athena has everything needed to bring Jade to a fantastic match.
Now, what are you doing here? If this is the match that they booked for the pay-per-view, Athena versus Jade, I mean, what are we doing with Jade? She's 36-0 now after beating Madison Rayne here. She beat Madison Rayne with Jaded for the win. Really nothing much to the match at all. What are we doing with Jade, man? She's 36-0. When do we give her first loss? And is Athena going to be that first loss? If I'm booking this thing, I'm giving Athena the win.
I'm not. The only thing I'm looking for Jade's first loss is a super over baby face. That's all I'm looking for, because Jade is a complete bitch, and she's great at it. And all I want to do is have someone who is loved by the fans completely take down this fucking evil bitch. It looked like Chris Statlander was on that trajectory I don't know if she's actually hurt or what's going on with Statlander.
Yeah.
But if she's not hurt, then I would love to see Chris Statlander be the one. That everybody is wanting to see Chris Statlander, make it up there. Everybody's behind Chris Statlander.
And why was she so hot coming out of the fucking tournament, the Owen Hart Cup tournament? Why was she so hot and then did not appear on Dynamite again? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
How do you hear that reaction against Ruby Soho and then not put her on a fucking Dynamite episode since then?
Yeah. Since that right there, the crowd told you who they wanted. And there was your top female babyface right there.
But who's listening to this shit? I mean, clearly Tony Khan must have heard that.
I don't know. I again, man, was there an injury with Stat? I don't know. But she had it. She had it.
Yes, guys, Statlander is injured. She wasn't injured then. She's hurt now.
She's hurt now. She wasn't injured then. So if she's hurt and it's not terrible, then I'm gonna leave Jade clean for Statlander. Otherwise, I mean, you want someone who's never been champion before, so we're gonna take out a Riho or a Sheeta or anything like that. We want a baby face who's over as fuck because Jade is really good at being a heel. So Statlander's the perfect pick for me right now. But if she's out for an extended amount of time, then that won't work. You got to look for someone else. If that's the case, then sure, Athena could be the one. But she's not as hot as Statlander is, though.
No, Athena hasn't even been on fucking Dynamite. She's been Dark and Rampage.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they need to build her up. They need to light a fire on her ass before they put her in a match with Jade, because those reactions aren't cutting it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
They got a lot of work to do there. Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm were backstage. With Chris Statlander's injury, apparently Tony Storm is now the top contender for Thunder Rosa and the Women's Championship. So Shivani said Statlander is injured. Storm is elevated to number 1. Storm said next week she plans on keeping the momentum against Kylan King. And her goal is to be the AEW Women's Champion someday. And she wanted Rosa to know that, even though we're a team, this has always been my goal, and this is what I came here for. Rosa wished her luck, but said, no talk of a title match. We should do that at another time. Bro, is Rosa ducking Tony Storm?
Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to get a payoff here, man.
Soon.
Getting ready to get a payoff here.
Who's turning on who?
One of these two are turning, and I don't want to see another Tony Storm heel turn.
Me neither.
So the Renegade Twins got their own AEW theme music now. They posted that.
Oh, is that what that? What the fuck did they say last week? Is that in line with the tweet that they deleted?
No. The music came up after that tweet. So
okay.
There's little breadcrumbs going around that it looks like that they're on the way, but again, we could be speculating. I could be speculating, but I know they got AEW music now. Mikey Ruckus put that up. And this thing with Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm's about to take a turn somewhere. So let's see where this shit goes, man. I think I'm kind of liking it so far.
Excalibur hyped that Bryan Danielson, Hook, and Keith Lee with Swerve Strickland all have promos on Rampage. Gun Club will face Eric Redbeard and Danhausen. Beardhausen will be in action. Parker Boudreaux versus Sonny Kiss on Rampage.
Jesus.
Ari Daivari versus Orange Cassidy. Sammy and Tay Mello, who no longer Tay Conti since they got married. By the way, congratulations to Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti there. Wish nothing but the best for both of them.
Yes.
Tay Mello is what she's going as now. Sammy and Tay Mello versus Dante Martin and Sky Blue for the AAA World Mixed Tag Team titles. So I don't know if Rampage is going to be 2 hours or so, bro, but that's a loaded show on Friday night.
So on Dark, the Malibu's Most Wanted guy and Parker Boudreaux, they were
Slim J.
Yeah, him.
The guy who looks like he looks like he could be in a fucking rundown shanty somewhere on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Man. Pretty much. Oh, man.
I have not watched.
Oh, man.
Yet.
Bro, one episode left, man.
I have not watched Better Call Saul, okay?
Oh.
And no, I'm not talking about Solid Monster. Better Call Saul.
Oh, man. Bro, it's getting good. But so Parker Boudreaux was in a tag match, against Sonny Kiss and some other dudes or whatever. Parker Boudreaux murdered Kiss's teammates or whatever, and then Sonny Kiss had this look at Parker Boudreaux after the match. I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of the way that the way that Miss Piggy looks at Kermit the Frog.
Bro, why are we talking about Sonny Kiss?
Bro, this is the dark report, bro. Let me fucking do it.
Why are we talking about Sonny Kiss on my show?
So he kind of looks at him like, and I mean, look at my review. It's fucking disturbing. Like the way he's looking at Parker Boudreaux. Parker's looking like, oh. Sonny Kiss is looking like. And I'm just sitting there like, the fuck is happening right now? And it was going on for so long, and it was so uncomfortable, man.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Jesse?
No, go ahead, man.
Parker Boudreaux and Sonny Kiss, bro. Are we really having a storyline with him giving Parker Boudreaux fucking advancements here, bro? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. You were sleeping.
I'd rather hear the sounds of crickets than watch Sonny Kiss wrestle. I'll tell you that.
Well, there you go, man. Hit your crickets.
All right, there you go. Yeah, I will. There you go. There you go. There you go. We'll see what happens on Friday. I mean, I don't even watch fucking Rampage. I don't know. It doesn't look like a good show at all. Outside Bryan Danielson and Keith Lee Swerve cutting a promo. We'll see what happens. Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho versus, it's just them together. Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho for the Interim AEW World Championship. This was tremendous for a World Championship match. I thought Jericho had a great performance on Wednesday night, as did Moxley. And this had a big fight feel to it. Crowd was very into it. And this is obviously leading towards All Out. Who's going to be the champion going into All Out? So at the start of this thing, this was kind of slow-paced, and they were feeling each other out. Jericho flipped Moxley off. Obviously, Moxley returned the favor. There were some mind games and showboating from Jericho here. Both teased finishers early. Jericho locked on what looked to be Moxley, an octopus with a wrist lock. So we got some Lionheart. Chris Jericho here doing some submissions, and Moxley was laying in some strikes. Jericho returned fire by ripping Moxley's earring out and then hit a signature springboard dropkick. We go to commercial. He's flaunting the earring. Moxley's bleeding from the ear, which looked great. So Moxley was busted open around his ear, bleeding. Jericho hit a double underhook backbreaker and a lion salt for a 2 count. Moxley went for, I hear crickets, bro. What are you doing?
Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, you're not allowed to use crickets on me, man.
Oh.
I'm talking about the wizard, bro. You don't do that to the wizard, okay?
Oh, okay. Please, continue.
Unless Sonny Kiss is a wizard, bro. We can't be doing that to Jericho. Okay?
Maybe that was you, man. You got the sound effect.
I got no crickets here, bro.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So lion salt here. Moxley went for another move, wrenching. Moxley's wrenching Jericho's arm out of a submission hold, forcing Jericho to fight back. Moxley recovered, applied an ankle lock, and then hit a German suplex. Jericho returned fire with a nice-looking German suplex on Jon Moxley. So they were fighting on the top rope. Jericho hit a beautiful Frankensteiner. It looked like fucking Jericho 25 years ago, hitting that Frankensteiner. Beautiful. Wrapped Moxley's legs around the ring post, locked on a figure 4 a la Bret Hart. And they were back in the ring after that. Moxley applied a crossface. Jericho considered tapping out, but eventually was able to roll out and lock on the walls of Jericho. Not the lion tamer, the walls of Jericho, which is nothing more than a Boston crab. So Moxley is in this walls of Jericho for what seemed to be the entire duration of the commercial. And I love that. I thought that was awesome. So we get back from commercial break. The crowd is on their feet. They're rallying behind Moxley to get to the rope, He got to the rope. So he finally reaches the ropes. They kept the crowd into it during the whole commercial break and the whole submission sequence. Moxley landed a diving double axe handle on Jericho on the floor. He went for it again inside the ring, but Jericho countered with a beautiful code breaker. Jericho was on his game tonight for a near fall. So then there was this weird fucking moment, and this is what ruined the goddamn fucking flow of the match to me. Sammy Guevara's in the crowd. He's got Floyd the baseball bat. He throws Floyd the baseball bat into the ring for Jericho to use, but Jesse, he overshoots the fucking target. It bounces out of the ring. In the meantime, Aubrey Edwards is picking up fucking turnbuckle pads because Jericho, for the distraction, so that she couldn't see, was ripping off turnbuckle pads. And Aubrey Edwards is there with this fucking botch of a bat throw, still picking up things and trying to preoccupy herself by being distracted. It took more time than it needed to get this sequence in. It looked fucking ridiculous. Aubrey was made to look like a fool out there.
Yeah, man. Sammy needed some lessons from the big boss man. In the 1998 Survivor Series, a Deadly Game tournament, the big boss man threw his baton to The Rock in perfect stride, and The Rock caught it with one hand, and then with the swipe, then the win. Boss man with the touchdown throw with the nightstick. Sammy failed on that one, man.
Well, to be fair, this is not a nightstick. This is a baseball bat. And I could see how difficult it would be to land a perfect target by throwing something as, I would say, shaped like a baseball bat is to Jericho. I could see it being a little bit difficult, but he Randy Johnson this shit, bro. He should have fucking Greg Maddox change up there to Jericho. He threw this thing fucking like 100 miles an hour, throwing it into the ring.
Yeah, I don't know. Like nightstick is a heavy-ended stick on one hand because they got the handle up. Same as a bat. So it's a bat with a heavy-ended end. Just toss it in.
Maybe he was still wasted from his fucking wedding. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I saw Tony Khan dancing at the wedding. That was
Tony Khan's having a good time. Dancing
happened.
to Judas, bro.
It happened.
I know. I heard about it. No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear about it from anybody important, but I heard about it on social media. Where we all live during the day.
I'm happy for Sammy and Tay. It really sucks. A lot of people are shitting on their wedding because I mean, it sucks.
Fuck these people, man.
I know it does suck, but
Sammy cheated on his wife. How do you know? You
Look,
fucking peeking through his fucking windows?
They brought it on themselves, though.
I know. Well, clearly.
Yeah,
clearly they did. It should have never been brought to television. That was mistake number one.
Yes.
Egging these fans on, man. You can't trust these fucking wrestling geeks out there.
No.
Before long, they have Tay's phone number, her address, the fucking her shoe size, where she goes gets her nails done, where she does her food shopping. There may be Ryan Satin hiding in the produce department there. We don't know, man.
Bro, that's not even funny, man. Some fucking psycho almost killed Mandy Rose. And
yes, I understand that.
Man.
I know that's the pro wrestling community, bro.
Fucking shit.
Oh, I think I have a chance with Mandy Rose. No, you have no chance with Mandy or Tay or anybody else. Go get a life. That's why fucking dating apps exist. Geeks. Anyway, Sammy completely overtossed this baseball bat. Jericho used it anyway because Aubrey was fucking doing whatever she had to do to remain distracted. He nailed Jericho with the bottom of the baseball bat. So after a cradle exchange, Jericho hit Judas Effect. Moxley kicks out. First time it's ever been kicked out of in AEW, which I was surprised by. Jericho grabbed the title belt and went for the face because he got so upset here. The turnbuckle was exposed. He missed the belt shot. He goes headfirst into the turnbuckle. Moxley locked on the rear naked choke and then the bulldog choke. Jericho's busted open, bleeding there. And he somehow gets out of the bulldog choke. He puts Moxley in a lion tamer. Moxley turned it into a ground and pound. He reapplied the rear naked choke, got the bulldog choke on for the 1, 2, 3, tapped him out, and that was it. I thought it was a great match outside the obvious Sammy flub there with the baseball bat, but minus that little hiccup, I thought this was a tremendous main event.
Yeah, it was a damn good match, man. They God knows they bled. Man,
yes.
They didn't just bleed, man. These fucking guys tonight, man, they were gushing, dude. They were hemorrhaging tonight. I mean, they just cut deep all the way, all around.
Ridiculous, man. There was enough blood on this show tonight to fill up 3 of my fucking whiskey glasses with an old-fashioned. Probably more than that.
That was a lot, man.
Ridiculous.
It's good to see Jericho get back into form.
He really brought the fucking Lionheart back tonight. He looked great. And he came out. Didn't he come out to White Zombie tonight? He came out to something else but Judas, didn't he?
Yeah, he came out to. He wasn't Judas, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I think it was White Zombie. Rob Zombie.
I mean, it's good. I'm glad Jericho's in great shape. You know, I would love to see. And they do this a lot, so I'm not even gonna fucking say that. So never mind. But yeah, Jericho looks fucking great. I mean, they gave him another faction because he did a fucking great job with the last faction. So they gave him another. Keep giving this guy's faction. Keep giving him factions, and he'll keep knocking them out. He's bringing up the younger talent with him. So can't knock Jericho in any way, man.
You know, I find it funny how Tony Khan could pay for White Zombie Electric Head Part 2, the Ecstasy theme song for Chris Jericho tonight, by the way. And I love how he does that. You know, if it fits the fucking overall vibe of the show and what the story is, he doesn't care about paying for the rights to the song if it enhances what he's trying to produce. I love that. Yeah, I wish more people would do that, man. Music is such an integral part of everything. I love that. I think it's great.
Yeah, now some artists want to get greedy with the licensing rights, though. So
yeah, Europe.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
I mean, geez, man. If you got somebody offering to bring your music back to the forefront for a few weeks or whatever, man, if you did it for free, you'd make money. People would then go look this shit up and buy it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do it for free, but don't be ridiculous with your fucking quote, man.
Anyway, I thought Dynamite tonight was great. They did pack a lot into the show. It did not feel like a complete 1,000-mile-an-hour show, even with all the loaded stuff in the show. It was Quake by the Lake, so they wanted to really build around the theme and have it be a theme show and really pack a lot into it. But it didn't feel like it was too much, Jesse. I thought it was nicely paced, and we got some great wrestling tonight.
Yeah, it was good. Again, I don't think anything, groundbreaking happened outside of the return of Punk. I mean, that's always going to be big. But other than that, they just moved everything along a little bit. So, we got a few more weeks. Let's see how it goes before we get to All Out.
Yep. And guys, I want to thank you for joining us. We had 2,500 people in the venue tonight. Thank you very much. I got some cool stuff coming up. I got a new announcement coming up sometime this weekend. We joined a new platform where there will be original programming. And I will announce that on the weekend, I believe, or early next week. So we got some things cooking up there for you guys, more content for you guys. I am getting new emotes made as well. We may add some new emotes to the channel memberships. And we may add some new badges as well. So anybody that's now going to be 36 and 48 months as channel members, you guys are getting badges. There's going to be one really elusive badge that I'm getting made for you guys. So you guys can have fun with that. And I want to let you guys know that... Shit, it just lost me. What else was I going to talk about? There was something else I wanted to tell you guys.
I don't know, but you think maybe I should cut out of here before I get fucking cut off again by my internet?
You want to cut out of here for the super chats?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking freeze up again, man. I got a physical, actual human tech coming out to my house to go over my entire fucking wiring. I think I need new wiring in my backyard and shit, but we'll see. I guess someone come out to fix this shit, man.
All right, if you want to head out of here, bro, go ahead. I don't want to keep you if you worry about that.
I don't know what the fuck is pissing me off, dude. But I'm gonna have this shit done fixed in a couple of days. So next week we'll get this shit squared away. So sorry about the mishaps, man.
All right, no problem, man. I thought it was a good show. Thank you for being here, and then I'll talk to you tomorrow.
For sure. Everybody have a good one.
There you go. Jesse's out of here, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna fix myself here and get myself situated so we can do our thing here. Give me 1 second. There you go. Like normal, man. Jesse's internet has been a problem. I thought it was a great show regardless. It was just a couple of hiccups there. So he's got a tech coming out. And hopefully all will be good this week. But I'm glad he sounded good tonight. We got all that situated after last week. We figured out what that problem was. But yeah, guys, we're going to be on a new platform. We're going to be, I might as well tell you now, we're going to be with Pro Wrestling TV. So we're going to be announcing that in the days to come. We're going to be a part of that platform. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be original content there. I'm working with a very good friend of mine on possibly doing something over there, more like a Sports Center-like show. So you guys will be in the loop as far as news goes with that. Emotes, they're coming. They're coming. Badges and emotes are coming. And I may be adding to the overall environment here, man. I may be getting some more work done. I want to really take the podcast to the next level, man. I want to be completely interactive. I want to be, I want to make the live stream experience unlike anything in the IWC. So I may be adding stuff to the beer garden. I may be adding a VIP section for real where we kind of sit down and read the super chats. I may be getting a legit VIP section, like a little VIP section done. I definitely want to get something done where you see the other side of the bar that I'm sitting at now. You see the other side. I got so many ideas, man. I just want to take the podcast to the next level. So I'm really excited about what's to come. Really, really excited. This past 4 or 5 weeks since Vince McMahon retired has been incredible. The podcast has grown. We're almost at 136,000 subscribers. The views, the likes, everything, man. Everything is so up right now. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and we're getting some cool shit done. So thank you guys for everything, man. Without you guys, I don't have any of this. So I appreciate you. Let's get into the super chats. Listen, guys, we hit 1,000 likes. Let's try for 1,200 minimum on OTS tonight. Thank you to everybody that has joined the channel memberships. You're going to want to join. 50% off. I don't know when that's going to end. It's not anything that I did. So make sure you guys go and join the channel, man. It's 50% off. Normally it's $4.99. You guys can sign up for $2.49, $2.50. First month is half off. So go and join the channel. We do VIP Sundays, VIP only channel member chats. We're going to be doing some Q&As. We're going to be doing some VIP hangouts soon. As soon as I get shit situated, I think it's going to be great. Anyway, guys, let's get into the super chats here. We're going to start at the top. D. Bastardo with a $5 super chat. I spoke to Cross after his firing, and he said they don't listen to shit. My boy said they are still waiting on Triple H in NXT. Zach Morris, baby. Yes, we went into a nice little Saved by the Bell tangent last night. Zach Morris, baby. Thank you, Bastardo. And yes, Cross is going to be in good hands. I don't know if he's off the House of Glory show. That's my main concern. I know he's supposed to be wrestling low key. I don't know if he's going to be wrestling. Sinister Classic with the $10 super chat. CM Punk vs. Moxley at All Out. MJF interferes and ruins the match. Just a thought. Also, we don't have to fire Bruce Pritchard just yet. Someone needs to get the coffee. Drinking some toasted caramel whiskey. You guys with these fucking flavors of whiskeys, man. I gotta go and get some whiskey. I'm running out. All I got is a half a bottle of Four Roses down at the bar. Gotta get me some more whiskey. Thank you, Sinister, with the 10. Tony Brown with a $4.99 super chat. I love great wrestling too, guys. Oh, we know Tony Brown. I know. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. Darby and Moxley showed that they are tough son of a bitches. Yes, they are. Drew Gilmore with a $5 super chat. What's up, buddy? My birthday month got even better with the return of Punk and listening to my favorite tag team in the IWC. Can't wait for that unification match. I hope you're good, brother. Thank you so much, man. Marquise with a $5 super chat. JD, cheers to you and Jesse, man. And to a great AEW Dynamite. Welcome back, CM Punk. Tony Khan has delivered the goods. Yes, he has. AEW Mark. $2 super chat. You're right. Omega versus Ospreay at All Out. Let's fucking go. I don't know if that's the case, bro. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but they're certainly teasing us with it. Eugene Morgan with the $2 super chat. JD, what's the name of your top two bands again? Alter Bridge, number 1, and Symphony X, number 2. Two of my favorite bands, my top two bands, probably of all time. Alter Bridge and Symphony X. Michael Romeo is my favorite guitar player. Miles Kennedy is my favorite lead vocalist. And you guys got to keep out for the name I'm going to mention, man. Dino Jelusic from Croatia. When Miles Kennedy retires, man, Dino Jelusic is going to be where it's at. Eugene, thank you so much, brother. Jesse Caro with a 16-month VIP recommitment. Jesse, shout out to you. Thank you. Michael Crowley with a $10 super chat. King of Raw tourney after Clash. The finals are Seth and Theory. Theory loses and argues over quick 1, 2, 3, wants a restart, and puts the case on the line. He loses. Seth has both and trades for title match on draft night. Michael, I actually love your creativity, bro. I absolutely love your creativity, man. I'm still keeping with my prediction, bro. I think Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross open Clash of the Castle. I think Drew wins. I think Drew wrestles Roman in the main event. And I think Roman loses to Drew with Austin Theory cashing in, sending the crowd home with a big fuck you. I think Austin Theory is the new unified champion or undisputed champion at the end of Clash of the Castle. Nathan Hexum with a $99.99 super chat. Nathan, thank you so much, brother. Good to see you, JD. Would have loved to see Omega over Punk only due to parallels with Mickey and Jericho stemming from the original Double or Nothing. But I know, gotta pump up ratings, possibly Omega and Bucks versus Ospreay and Aussie Open. Yes, please keep it up. Nathan, thank you so much, brother. Omega will be back next week, man. Punk tonight, Omega next week. Sinister Classic with a $2 super chat. Wardlow and FTR look like a trios tonight. They did. I did, but also keep in mind, CM Punk and FTR could be a great trio as well. Jay Coyle with an 11-month membership. Jay Coyle, thank you so much for the recommitment, brother. Punk is back. LFG. All Out is looking or starting to look like a great pay-per-view. Happy to be a VIP for 10 months now. OTS for life. Thank you, bro. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Zach Morris is cooler than Jesse. I would agree. Michael Crowley with a $2 super chat. That was my idea for the WWE title back on Raw. Thank you, Michael. I kind of got the gist of that, bro. Thank you. Jay Coyle with a $2 super chat. Seems I've been a member for 11 months. Even better. Yes, it says 11 months. You said 10. Yes, you are 11 months, brother. One more month and you get yourself the 12-month microphone. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nathan Hexum becomes a 7-month member. Obviously meant Moxley, not Mickey. Moxley, yes. I got you, brother. Now, I said Mickey. I didn't know who the fuck you were talking about. Yeah, man, the parallels between Punk and Moxley. I wouldn't undermine that, bro. I think the parallels between Punk and Moxley are going to be really, really good television. Frank Aquilino with a $4.99 super chat. Jericho coming out to White Zombie was fantastic. Yes, everybody loves some good old classic White Zombie. Fun fact, my first ever record that I was gifted on my journey to being a lover of heavy metal was Rob Zombie Hellbilly Deluxe. Sinister Classic with a $2 super chat. MJF's point. You have two former WWE guys at All Out. We talked about that earlier, brother. Drew Gilmore. So officials hard or so official shard? Either way. Beast Mode Trev, Amadou Sow, and John Prescott all become new members. Thank you, gentlemen. In the VIP club for the first time. What the fuck are you drinking, guys? Tommy Brannigan. JD, if the main event for All Out is Moxley and Punk, that's going to be an absolute banger, and can't wait to see that awesome show tonight. OTS for life. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate you, brother. With the $5 super chat. Trevor Spinelli with a $1.99 super chat. See you and maybe Jesse in Chicago for All Out. Trevor, I am not coming to Chicago this year, brother, for All Out. I am not coming. Unless House of Glory has a show in Chicago, which I was told that they may. I haven't heard anything because nobody keeps me in the loop about anything. I am not coming to Chicago as of right now. The only reason why I'm not coming to Chicago is because there's 2 pay-per-views that weekend. And if I go and travel, I want to be out and I want to be experiencing Chicago. I don't want to be home watching wrestling. So with Clash of the Castle happening on Saturday that weekend, I figured I'm just going to stay home and cover both Clash on Saturday and then All Out on Sunday. Jody Bolin with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Jody. No message. Startup TV with Chris Michael Harris with a $19.99 super chat. I could see Ring of Honor pay-per-views running Saturday night and AEW pay-per-views running Sunday. Yes, that was my original opinion on it. Yes. And Dustin wasn't supposed to say the quiet part out loud. Tony covering his ass on the slip would make sense, similar to what WWE did with NXT takeovers. Absolutely agree, brother. Absolutely agree. I mean, if AEW is only having 4 or 5 major pay-per-views, 1 per quarter, I think attaching a Ring of Honor pay-per-view to that would be probably the way to go. Travis Campbell with a $4.99 super chat. This was a very special night for me. Brought my pops to his first wrestling show in 50 years. We had a blast. Love you guys. Travis, that's a beautiful thing, brother. Cheers to you, man. AEW always puts on a great show. Ruben Brissino with a $1.99 super chat. Hey, JD, have you been to a Fozzy concert? Unfortunately, no. I have not. I think Rich Ward is a fantastic guitar player, man. I go back with Rich Ward in his days with, not Fozzy, with Stuck Mojo. I remember buying Declaration of a Headhunter, man. Easily Stuck Mojo's best record. So fucking excited to listen to that record. What a great record. If you guys don't know anything about Fozzy and Jericho's guitar player, Rich Ward, go and find yourself Stuck Mojo's Declaration of a Headhunter. Tremendous record. Jacob Smiling with a $4.99 super chat. Do you think that Miro costs House of Black the Trios tournament to set up a match with Malachi at All Out? Could be. Then that means you leave Buddy Matthews and Brody King off the pay-per-view, and I don't think that's the right move. I don't think that's the right move at all. GVO Light with a $5 super chat. Sting's left eye looked like Julia Hart's when she first got hit with the mist. I think Sting will turn on Darby and join the House of Black. Bro, that would be fucking crazy. That would be fucking crazy, bro. Not opposed to that at all. Daryl with a $500 super chat. My boy Sith Negan again, brother. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, man. An OTS Sith Negan bomb has been dropped. This month marks my 4-year anniversary. $100 per month Patreon member. Triple H and Tony Khan are definitely going to bring the excitement back to professional wrestling at the highest level, and it's a great fucking thing to see JD keep on being the measuring stick of success. Hashtag the enemy designed. I need everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. We got 1,900 people here, man. Everybody in the chat. Raise your whiskey glasses to Sith Negan, man. Daryl, thank you so much, brother. Ignacio with a 5,000 in Chilean pesos. Hi, JD. Proud to finally have become a member of your channel. AEW and the OTS family has helped me get through difficult times. Do you think Triple H will continue Cody's giant push, or is Cody's run over? No. Cody is going to pick up right where he left off, brother. Cody is going to be the world champion at WrestleMania. Vernon F with a $2 super chat. Jesse should see Second City Slam for punishment. I can think of worse things to put Jesse through, bro. Gotham Guy with a $20 super chat. With Chris Statlander being injured, it puts her out of the AEW and TBS Championship contention. Athena seems to be the next opponent for Jade, but I feel like that's not a big enough match for All Out. Do you see DMD challenging her for the title? I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see Toni Storm winning the title from Thunder Rosa. I could see Athena winning the TBS title from Jade. I could see Britt Baker challenging Athena for the TBS title. And Jade Cargill moving on to the main women's title. But I think she would have to really step up her game legitimately to be the women's champion. To be the women's champion, that means you'd have to be the best at what you do. And Jade is not the best at what you do. Jon Moxley is the world champion, right? Punk is the world champion. Claudio is the Ring of Honor world champion. Wardlow is the TNT champion. FTR are the tag team champions. Right? Can make a case for all of them being the best at what they do right now. Jade is not there yet. Coy Stallings with a new membership. Thank you, brother. What are you drinking tonight? Nero Fay with a $6 super chat. Buy, rent, or sell. Pritchard, Dunn, or Laurinaitis. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm actually selling Laurinaitis. I'm renting Bruce and I'm buying on Kevin Dunn. Just because I feel like the humor we would get out of making fun of him would be great. Captain Solo with a $5 super chat. Now with Triple H and Stephanie in charge, do you think CM Punk will eventually... No. Captain Solo, CM Punk is never going back to the WWE. Justin becomes a new member. Justin Marchesny. Chesini. I can't get your fucking last name right, bro. Marchesini. New membership. Thank you, brother. Neb with a 5-month VIP recommitment. Thank you, brother. Give me a sunny kiss and Marina Shafir feud, please. Bro, I'm going to have to dump you. I'm going to have to get you. Get him out. You're drunk just like Rage. This is the bar. Get him out. Get him out of here. DJ Foot Clan with a $5 super chat. Thank you, DJ Foot Clan. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Trios finals look like Bucks and Kenny versus Dark Order. Could be. Could be. Dark Order with Hangman. Maybe that opens up Miro for Malachi at that point. Who knows? Maybe Buddy Matthews versus Pac for the All Atlantic title. Yeah, Justin, I'm Sicilian, bro. I should be able to pronounce that. I guess I'm a fraud. Thank you, DJ Foot Clan. Billy Cy Zane with a $5 super chat. JD, you're the man. I love the OTS family and wondering, do we see Omega versus Ospreay at All Out? Bro, I wish. I wish, bro, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dan from the 1990s with a $5 super chat. CM Punk beats Moxley, then MJF returns and attacks Punk from behind and reignites their rivalry where MJF beats Punk to become the world champion. That's the way I see it. Captain Solo, $5 super chat. Do you drink Hennessy? No, I do not. Hologram with a $5 super chat. I am still tripping that a billionaire paid $20 million for booty meat. He must have a little wee-wee. Yeah, but Hologram, Vince made another $24.8 million after that announcement was made. So, I mean, who's laughing? Stock is as high as it's ever been recently. Mike NY with a $5 super chat. I can see AEW on HBO Max soon. Maybe they put the Ring of Honor library on it. September looking good for wrestling pay-per-views. Yes. We got a lot of big shows in September. September's going to be a big night, man. A big show. Or a big month. We got Clash of the Castle. We got All Out. We got Grand Slam. Going to be a big month. Craig with a $10 super chat. Haven't been very active lately. My mom is doing really bad, and I don't know how long she will be with us. Love you all in the community. OTS for life. The Craig, I'm sorry, brother. Prayer emojis for Craig in the chat. We're here for you, man. Keep us updated. Justin with another $1.99 super chat. Happy to be OTS member finally. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that, brother. Otis Driftwood with a $1.99 super chat. What do you think about the Pantera reunion? I don't know, bro. I don't know how they're going to sound together, but Zach Wilde, I believe, is there, right? He knows Pantera better than fucking Pantera does. So I'm fine with him. But is Pantera really Pantera without Dimebag and Vinny? Randy B with a 4-month membership. Thank you, Randy B. What's up, JD? Been a while since I've been in the venue due to a health issue. All Out is going to be a banger. Can't wait. Keep up the good work. OTS for life. Randy B. Get better, brother. We're here. We ain't going anywhere, man. VIP for 4 months is Randy B. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. My favorite White Zombie song is Black Sunshine. It's a good one. Bobby Barack with a $1.99 super chat. Is Punk Mox the biggest money match in AEW? Right now it is, yeah. Chelsea, is Alter Bridge releasing any more music? Not at the moment. Their new album comes out October 14th. They only have 2 songs out right now. 2 tracks off the album. The title track, which is fantastic. It's Pawn and Kings, and then they got Silver Tongue. They just released this past week. Another one of the bands I listen to just released new music, Silosis. Heavy is the Crown. Look it up. Great, great stuff. If I could play the actual music I actually listen to, man, this podcast would be fucking absolutely incredible. On top of how incredible it already sounds. Johnny Spirill. New member. Johnny, what are you drinking, brother? Dan from the 1990s with a $10 super chat. Triple H should make War Games a new Survivor Series tradition along with a tournament where the winner challenges for either the WWE Universal Championship. Dan from the 90s. I talked about this on Monday. I do believe, if I'm fantasy booking this, I do believe Triple H is getting ready for a women's War Games at Survivor Series. I could be wrong, though. Hologram with a $5 super chat. I hear Sonny Kiss and Nyla Rose are recipients of $3 million each. Hologram, you're going to make me vomit my Taco Wednesday. And Michael Crowley with a $5 super chat. May there be a version of Sanity, Wyatt family with Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, Eric Redbeard, Big Damo, Nikki Cross, and Alexander Wolf. Bro, knowing Triple H, he may be that fucking crazy. He may be that crazy, bro, but I'd love to see a Wyatt family reunion. I really would. I think that'd be great. Braun, Bo, and Bray? I think that'd be awesome. And Ignacio with a 1,000 in Chilean pesos. Tony Soprano or Michael Corleone? That's a tough one, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going with Corleone. Even though Tony Soprano's a beast in his own right, man. Guys, we killed it tonight, man. Number one in the community. 2,500 plus for AEW Dynamite. Off the script, rocking and rolling as always. I got some big things coming up. This mind is always active, bro. How do I make the show fucking better than it already is? How do I make the show look as good as it does? Anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Jesse left early because he was having internet problems. Jesse was having internet problems, bro. So he bounced. He didn't want to hold up the stream anymore. But thank you guys, man. Hit that thumbs up. If you guys are still in the chat and have not hit the thumbs up, I need you to hit the thumbs up. Let's try for 1,200 likes before we get the hell out of here, man. 1,200 is the minimum. Unbelievable support for the super chats tonight. You guys are killing it, man. Thank you. 8 new members tonight. Thank you. Again, if you guys want to sign up to become channel members, it is right now half off. I don't know why. It is a YouTube promo. Take advantage of that, man. First month is half off. So if you guys want to become a VIP, you guys want to be a part of those VIP chats on Sunday during Off the Script, get those emotes and become a fucking VIP. Go and hit up the channel memberships, man. Half off. And make sure you guys go check out all the other videos that you might have missed, man. Everything you need is on the channel. Monday Night Raw, NXT, and extra from yesterday as well. Even Off the Script this past Sunday, man. Go and check it all out. Excellent stuff if you guys want more content. Guys, I'm about to get out of here now, though, but I need 2 things from me before I do. I need those guitar emojis in the chat. My VIPs, I need those Mustang emojis in the chat. And I need that music on max. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some extra. And I'll see you live Friday on SmackDown. Right here on OTS. I'll see you guys later.